I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want. And I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I can't wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God knows.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we're going to talk about it. But first, let me get into the chat. Bud Files, what up, though? Miss Tracy, what up, though? Appreciate you. Hey, I wasn't even about to come on tonight. But check this out. You know, I always say I come on here because of the people, right? The people who come, who rock. We don't care who ain't here. We rock with who here. So I had to remember that, right? Because in doing this right here, I don't interact with a lot of people. I just don't. I only interact with people for reasons. Other than that, I'm straight because people are weird and you don't know who you're dealing with. But on here it's different because you have to interact with people to grow your channel, to grow, to do all that, to be successful in doing this. Unless you're on here for leisure, entertainment, But when you trying to be a content creator, you have to. You got to play the game, right? You got to interact with people. So I got to on here, and I met some really cool people doing this, right? Really cool people. Shout out to the 9, whole 9%. Miss Tracy, Nate the Great is in the building. Bud Files, all the people who come through here, you meet some really good people, but then you run into the other side too. And I'm sitting back and I'm trying to understand, like, bro, I don't be doing nothing to nobody. And I'm trying to understand why people react to me the way they do. And it's been like that my whole life. But I realized, like, especially on here, right, you got all different types of people on here. And you will run into them. But I think, the response I get from people is a couple of responses. Some people appreciate me, right? Um, so that's cool. Grateful for that. Some people like me, my style. That's cool. I appreciate that. But then there's that other group of people, and I'm trying to figure out, it's probably various reasons, but I came to this conclusion. I be pushing people. I be pushing people. And I tell people to try this, research this, do this. People don't like that. Not saying y'all don't. I'm just saying there's some people, um, they just want to be mediocre and naive in life. They just they want to embrace ignorance. You know, and I just got to accept that. You have to accept that, especially doing this the way I'm doing it. I'm not entertaining. I'm trying to educate, motivate, inspire. We have fun too, but like people don't want to think about what they got to do better. People don't actively wake up. You see it on here, man. I'm looking like, man, it's so much stuff on here that I realize, and I'm looking like, damn, are you even trying? Like as a society, like even this Drake and Kendrick Lamar, you know, I was excited because it's like, oh, a rap battle, cool. You thinking of lyrics, and then it just got dark, like, you know, um, people talking about people wives and kids, and it's like this is not what rap battle is supposed to be, but people loving it. It's entertainment. I said I like the lyrics, but when you really sit back and think about it, like, I mean, some things. Look, I'm not a Drake fan. I always felt like he was a feather, whatever you want to call it. Like he come down here and act like, he not like us. He just not. No matter. I mean, you this is my thing. This is just my opinion, right? This is just my own personal opinion, and no shot against nobody. But if you not from here, right, you don't understand what we go through. Even if you come here and experience it, you can still claim your landmass. You can claim your language, your heritage, and you see it. I'm just being real, just observation. People only black when it's convenient. Let a bunch of black people do something. People would be like, I'm Jamaican, I'm Canadian, I'm from the UK, I'm from Africa. People claim where, no, we ain't like them. So, I mean, pointing that out, I don't mind that, but all the kids and the wife, and it's like, is this what we do? Even when you look online, most of the big channels is talking about drama that's melanated. Shout out, I forgot his name. D Shep, what up, brother? I forgot my man's name. But he a tech dude. He got a big channel. Shout out to him. He a melanated brother with a big channel. Not doing no beef, not talking about no drama, no gossip, none of that. It's like if I come on here and say some ignorant stuff, people will probably like my page and shit, right? But if I come on here talking some real shit, then people ignore it and keep it moving. And that's wild. Most people just want to be entertained and distracted. And it's like, but I got a group, I got a core of people who come here for the messages, for the info. So I'm just, being real, man. I had to take a break. I had to take a break. I just got to take time off and time away from YouTube. And I'm getting some other things done. I got some personal things I got to get done too. So I can focus on YouTube. But if they don't, they don't. And see that, even that, D Shep, I try to, because look, I don't, look, this is my problem with that, right? I do have an issue with that. Just let us be us and you be you. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to associate or simulate or use our pain for profit, but we can't use your pain for profit. We have never did that to nobody, but people continuously do it to us. People tell us who we are, where we came from. Like, come on now, man. Let me be me, you be you. You rock out and do you. But like Beyonce can't do country music. Why? Why can't Beyonce do country music? Why she get so much pushback, but everybody can do rap? Everybody, people trying to, I hear, and look, man, it won't even be no debate. But I even hear like, Mexicans talking about, oh, we invented rap. Like, man, y'all ain't invent no goddamn rap. Y'all did not invent rap. Let us, like, damn, let us have our shit. But everybody coming to our shit and benefit, but they don't let us cross over. Why? Why don't they let us cross over, D Shep? It'll be like putting black people in basketball, huh? Dee. But I mean, that's our fault too, because But it is what it is. We just function how we supposed to. We create things and share it with people. People create things and say it's theirs. That's just how we do. But yeah, I just had to recalibrate, and that's what we gonna do. My 33 brother, what up, though? Appreciate you. Yeah, I just had to recalibrate, But I was just thinking about that, and I'm after I finish uh, putting down the foundation of my look. I ain't gonna lie, I went and got my LLC. I had a lot of stuff done, but I didn't know everything I needed. So every time I do something, I learn something. I got to do more. So my LLC, my business is up and functioning, but I'm still putting some places. I want to be all the way professional. I still ain't got my website done yet. I'm still working on that. Um, but yeah, it's a lot. It's like grown folk stuff. We want some grown folk stuff. Trying to build legacy. PIA, what up, sis? Appreciate you. Yeah, so we trying to build legacy, but yeah, it's sad. There's the the sheep, Um, but I mean, you can't save everybody. You can't help everybody. Oh yeah, I just realized that in myself. I'm like, there's only a couple type of people who ain't gonna be intimidated by me. It's the type of people who willing to try, who doing it already, and who already did it. Because I just understand I can't I can't be around people who don't try. So I can only imagine how they feel around me. You just being great or trying or wanting or having desire, that shit intimidates people because they gonna have to look at themselves like, why I ain't trying to be better? Why ain't I doing better? And people don't like facing themselves. That's why like self-reflection is so hard for so many. People don't like looking at themselves. This is why so many people can't take accountability. I hear people say, like, if someone does something to you and it feels wrong, guess what? It's wrong. You will hear somebody say, well, they did it to me first, so I did it, but you knew it was wrong. It felt wrong when they did it to you. I'm just returning the energy. I'm just giving them back what they gave me. And does that make it right? Like people like this day and age, people don't think about setting examples no more. They really I mean, and then they justify to make excuses. This just YouTube. You hear people on here talk all this hard stuff, and then when somebody pull up, they call the police. Like that's wild. Like why? What did? I don't know. I got too much other shit to do in life. I just got too much other things to do. But it's like I don't know. I just got to. I guess I got to finish cleaning up my search algorithm because it's like that looking at. I don't see how people watch that and be entertained and invested in. It's like I guess it can be like a soap opera, right? Like tuning in every day to drama on YouTube. That could be considered like tuning on the Guiding Light or Young and the Restless every day, because you as a viewer, you ain't whatever happened with these people that don't really affect you. They don't affect you. Because I've been trying to like, well, I figured it out, but I was trying to understand like you watch some of these. beef channels and stuff, and people be donating, and I'm like, you work hard for your money, or if you don't, anyway, your money is a resource, right? And you donating to people just talking shit. And I'm like, oh, because the donations make them talk more shit. So it's like an interactive, it's like an interactive thing, right? Okay. It's like just trying to break down the psychology of things. And it's like, but when you look at it, that shit is depressing. Like, this society is fucked up. I'm sorry, it is. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Just the way shit operate. Like, people talking about that Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle, right? They talking about, well, whoever spilled the most tea, grown ass man. Talking about whoever spilled them. This is a rap battle. Where's the bars at? Where's the metaphors? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the lyrics. I want to hear the. I don't care who got who pregnant and who mama banged whose son. I don't care about none of that. I want to hear the skill. We here to be entertained. But this society is like, we enjoy watching the downfall of other people. Y'all know that's some Greco-Roman shit. They did that shit to distract you. And that shit still work. It still work. Because the mass majority of people are sheep. So this is why wolves feast. This is why wolves feast on people, take advantage of people. This is why. Because they fucking sheep. They food. They food. You ain't willing to control your mind and your emotion, somebody else is willing to do it, and it'll benefit them. Like, people think about what I just said, man. People donate their money to people beefing, talking shit, doing whatever. You know, not to the Cancer Foundation, not to your inner city YMCA. You ain't donate. Like, what does that say about the person? Like, okay, look, I'm gonna be real. The content creator, I can't fault the content creator, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because this world is built on supply and demand. People go pay me to do this. You know, some people don't have the morals, the values, the integrity. They don't have that. So, you know, it's supply and demand. People willing to pay me to do this, so I'm gonna do it. That's a form of entertainment. I mean, that's how people look at it. I'm here to entertain. And if it's doing some fuck shit, then I'm gonna do it. That's my job. That's how people look at this. So I'm pretty sure if people wouldn't give that attention, people would change it up and do something else. Just look, this is the words universal law. I'm gonna add another law to the universal law, right? And I can do that because I just said I can. Anybody got a problem with it? Fuck off. Don't care. Anyway, this is words universal law. The law of supply and demand. If there's a demand, someone will supply. That's just what it is. So if people won't fuck shit, somebody gonna be willing to do the fuck shit. Just like, think about the Black Panther Party. They was trying to infiltrate it. They found one person willing to go against the Black Panther Party for their own selfish benefits. That's all they needed. Well, not really one person, but that's what they look for. They look for, we call it the weak link. That's what we'd call it, right? That'd be a weak link. But the same thing, this person is willing to sell out this whole organization for his own selfish need. Lack of integrity, lack of morals, lack of value. That's why it's important to have them. But law, supply, and demand. If people demanding it, someone definitely will supply it. HP, what up, sis? PA, you know what, man? When I first came on here, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I was in different sectors and I was meeting some cool people, but I stopped watching a lot of stuff. But because I'm subscribed, I guess, you know, sometimes it pop up, and it always pop up when I don't want to see it. But then just watching it, trying to figure out what works, what don't work, and you just got to pay attention to YouTube, because depending on what you do, and what people are looking for, you know, like I haven't really been into the keywords lately, about behavior, personality. I'm gonna get back into it, but yeah, I just be trying to watch and then trying to support. But and I ain't talking about, look, when you attack, you defend yourself. You do what you got to do. I never tell nobody how to defend themselves, because I'm not interested in hearing people tell me how I should defend myself. I'm not really interested in that. I'm gonna do whatever I got to do for self-preservation. It might be extreme, it might not. Depends on what the situation calls for. So I never tell no one how to defend themselves. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fuck shit. Like, people come on here strictly just for that. They have no other content. People go defend themselves. I'm not talking about those people. I don't like I don't know. I'm not even used to this, right? It's like when you talk on here, you got to explain yourself like clearly, because people will think, "Oh, you subliminal." Like, look, man, I'm a 40-year-old man. I ain't got a subliminal nothing. I don't. Me personally, I just don't. I'm even with my sight gone. Ain't nobody just go come over and do anything they want to me. You can't do it physically, mentally, spiritually. You just can't do it. That ain't bragging or nothing like that. But I'm built for life. Right. So I don't care. I'm not worried about nobody. Like, ain't nobody about to come whoop my ass. So if I want to say something, I'm gonna say it. If I don't want to say nothing, then I don't. Half of the shit people do on here, I ignore. I address things when I feel like the need to, but I ain't get time to be doing no subliminal. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I might see something and it might inspire something. That ain't no subliminal. If anything, that's inspiration. Everyone on here got perspective. I have made shows and people looked at it and went back and gave their perspective. That's not, to me, I mean, that's just life. But that's not a subliminal. But people weird with all that shit, man. Commander, what up, though? What up, though? In the rafters, that's what I'm talking about. What up, Nine? But yeah, all that subliminal, like, we gonna say something, we'll say it. But when people do throw subliminals, it don't bother me. I just look at it like they don't want to say my name, or they don't want to, it is what it is. They don't have to. Look, let people do subliminals. Maybe they feel better afterwards. It's funny when people do a subliminal and you don't get mad, and that makes them mad. Like, hold on, bro. I thought a subliminal was for me not to know. Okay. So yeah, it's so, like, this whole experience has been weird, but it's been fun too. It's duality within everything. So it has its good and the bad. It's just what you focus more on, and the bad, it tastes bitter. So sometimes when you got that bad taste in your mouth, it take a while to overcome the bitterness, but then something sweet come through and you realize, like, you're truly blessed. That's why, shout out to everybody who rock with me. Shout out to Gary too, man, because I can just look up and then Gary then put some inspirational either on YouTube or in the chat. So people like Gary, people like HP, man. I love listening to HP. PIA. Shout out to Blue. Oh, I almost cussed, man. Shout out to Blue Lotus, man. I enjoy watching her content in the morning because that just gets your day started. It's always good to get started on a good foot. Get on a good foot, and Blue Lotus channel provides that. So I appreciate content creators like that. Is you. I don't even care about like the hard work, right? It's the intention, or it's more the attention that I put into things, right? I'm used to working hard. That I don't care how long it takes to do something, but it's the emotion, the love, the positive energy I put in things that I feel some type of way about. Like when it's not appreciated. I'm not even gonna say when it's not appreciated, when it's not when it's shitted on. You don't have to appreciate it, but just don't shit on it. That's ignorance, you know. We don't have to shit on each other. You know, if you don't like something somebody made, you know, you ain't got to shit on it. There's somebody else out there who will like it. Like this general kindness. Like, is this shit only in fairy tale books? Like, am I tripping? Like, I'm looking. Oh my god, I don't know. This is why I don't deal with people. This is why, because people are freaking weird. Like, this world is weird. Just like, is it? Why is it so? Like, even when you go outside, like, if you walk through a door and you know someone is behind you, why not just hold the door open? It's like people go out their way. To me, it's like going out the way. Like, because you actually got to think in your mind, like, fuck someone to do some of the ignorant stuff. Not on YouTube. I'm just talking about in real life. People don't hold doors open. Respecting elders, respecting females. And listen, I'll be the first one to tell you, all elder people, some of them acting just like the damn kids. And that's an issue too. Like, all this I've never seen this. Like, the older people I grew up under, you know, they didn't act like a lot of these. I'm not even gonna say a lot. It's probably a segment, but you know, they just didn't act that way. It was like when you went around them, you was on your best behavior, right? You presented yourself in a more mature way. I still do that when I go around my uncles and aunties. It's like it ain't, you know, I'm respectable. I'm not trying to do nothing to disrespect them. I'm 40 years old. They was at my aunties and uncles came up to my birthday party, right? And I don't cuss around them. I don't. I'm not. I mean, I don't really do nothing ignorant, but you know, when they're around, I know they looking at me. It's like I'm being respectable. I'm upholding, you know, the image of our family. Like that. Is that weird? I know everybody probably don't come from that, but it's like though a lot of them old school values they was in place for a reason. It was in place for a reason. It gave structure and instilled discipline because the way you act in front of them, you'll end up acting like that outside. Like when my mom was telling that story, like when I went into the hospital, I know I wasn't just representing myself. My mom was a manager here. Askiro, what up, sis? Older, way worse than the young, and that too. You know, I want to touch on all that. You know, and if people feel some type of way, you got to look at yourself in the mirror because what I'm saying is factual. You can observe it yourself, and it is. I'm not saying all older people because I'm telling you, my family don't act like that. I mean, it is. It's just the way you carried yourself. It's some things you just didn't do out in public. Right? If you did stuff in your home, in your backyard, when you was amongst your friends, you just didn't do it in general public, right? Like the stuff like that, man. People just want to be out and about. You can't control me, but you being controlled. You acting like an animal. Where's the what? You ain't civilized no more. I appreciate that, Gary. Let me go in the chat. It, you know, and when we talk about like the older people, we're not saying all older people because it's not, you know. But people even take offense to that. Well, what about this? No, let's talk about this part first. Then we talk about that part because it's all fucked up. All of it is fucked up. None of it right. You know, old people acting young people acting younger, acting wild, acting like young people wild. They wild, but the older people, hey, not all the older people, not all, and that's the thing too. the people doing the right thing in this society, the people who are trying to lead by example, the people who are doing the right thing, they get overlooked. It's like people are fixated on fuck shit. People are fixated on it. It's the people who are doing the right thing. The people who are doing it, being the example. They're getting overlooked. They're getting overlooked. I think it's all about design. Well, it's not even that. It's just most people sheep. Most people are attracted to the flame, not knowing what kind of fire. Well, I should say it like that. Most people are attracted to the light, not knowing it's a fire. That's what it is. Gary, make sure ain't nobody will steal that. Commander, we got to lock that one down. Most people are attracted to the light, not knowing it's fire. We're going to lock that one down. But that's how it is. Like a character. Now, PIA. Now, see, I don't even think people try to develop character. When you say character, people like, oh, they acting. They don't even, most people nowadays don't even, I was having, I can't make this shit up. I was on the panel talking to this dude one day. He was just blasting women, man. And I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I said, it says a lot about your character, the way you just willing to talk about females. He's like, character, I'm not acting. No, I said, no, your character, your makeup. No, I'm telling you, this is real. This is really how I feel. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not getting through. Okay, conversation over. Have a nice day. You win. If that's your experience, that's your reality. Well, women just fucked up. Okay, have a nice day. But what you gonna go to, man? Animals? Like, what you gonna go to? Like, look, this is the reality. And this is a tough pill to swallow. And this is why it's important to take accountability. This is a tough pill to swallow. Guess what? All men and all women ain't fucked up and they ain't the same. You can't categorize them like that. But what you can do is take accountability for you choosing the wrong person to fuck with. That's just be what it is. We choose the wrong people. And instead of us swallowing our pride and understanding we made a mistake, oh, well, I dated 5 men and they was all dogs. Well, where did you go? To the damn pound? Where did you go? Find these men at? I bet you the dude with the glasses and the pocket protector, he wasn't interested in you. Same thing with men. Oh, all these women gold diggers, they just want you to do this. Well, where are you finding these women at? I bet you ain't like the little nerdy girl who you probably consider flat chested and flat butt. You ain't want her. And that'd be the one to be cooking, cleaning, doing whatever you. People more worried about the packages than what's inside the package. That's how this society is. When you ask someone, well, what attracts you to a person? Most people start naming features. They won't start naming characteristics. And then even if they do, well, they have to be this, they have to be told, they have to be much, okay, go find it. Go to build a spouse or build a person and go build that. People care too much about the packages. And then when they see what's inside, then they get upset. Girl, dad, what up, though, my brother? Appreciate you. The package be all pretty. As soon as you open it, it'd be a pile of crap inside. That's what it'd be. It'd be a pile of crap inside. Beautiful package, though. All sparkly, got glitter all on it. Pretty bow, all that stuff. You know, but when you open it, it's just a big pile of crap. And that's what you get. That's what you get. Character should be developed. Character is a must with me. And that's going to tell you everything about the person. The person character will tell you how a person will react or respond to different stimuli. If you understand a person's character, it'll tell you a lot about, how far you can go with someone and which direction too. A person with no character, I can't do nothing with them. I hear people, no morals and no values, all excuses. It takes work, and it all starts with you taking accountability. Like, I kept getting dogged by women. What did I do? I realized it wasn't even the women. It was me. I was picking women that was not, maybe they was compatible, but they weren't complimentary to me. Those women wasn't on what I was on. They didn't believe or see things the way I did. They didn't think or feel like me. We didn't have the same morals and values, so it was constant conflict. I wanted a woman who wanted to be a wife. Same thing with my wife. She found men who wanted to dominate her. She never thought she'd find a guy who was just, love her for who she is and let her be her. Especially coming from her culture. The men are used to dominating the women. I don't try to dominate my wife. I don't boss her around, tell her what to do. I don't do none of that. We work together. That's how you're supposed to do it. Even God had a wife. Y'all better read the book, The Queen of Heaven. Gary, I'm about to mess with you, bro. God got a wife. I'm gonna put Gary on a whole nother path. I'm gonna tell you, it's not the book of it's not the book of Mary Magdalene. But it's a book. I'll get it for you tomorrow. I put in the thing, but God got a wife. Oh, the Queen of Heaven. They took her out the Bible. But yeah, it's the Queen of Heaven. People prayed to her for millennia. Well, I ain't gonna say millennia, for centuries. But you're supposed to work with your significant other. You're supposed to balance one another. Or bring balance, bring harmony. So you got to pick the right people you can do that with, because you can't do it with everyone. Because it was in them all along. That bash women are trying to find a reason to be good. Look, Askero, look. I don't know. Look, this is what I'm gonna say. I come from a different breed. We just built different where I'm from. And it's like, we don't even argue. Like, you ain't winning no argument. Like, my uncles always tell me, and I watch them now that they older with their wives, they don't argue. When they need to put their foot down, okay, is enough. Then the woman, they listen. But other than that, the woman, boy, my aunties, look, you ain't winning no argument with no woman. And if you're trying to, like, what did you go prove? What do you, like, this stuff, I don't know. Like I said, we just built different. Like, I don't feel the need. I'm not about to argue with no woman. Like, it's a waste of my time. You can have it. I'm straight. I'm good to go. I'm not about to. I'm not even really about to argue. I'm not about to scream and yell at nobody. Only people I yell at is my kids, because they don't understand yet when I'm mad until I yell. They don't understand stop until I yell it. So only people I yell at. If I yell at you, we got a real serious problem. And I'm not gonna yell. But if I do raise my voice at you, we got an issue. So no, ain't nothing. I'm straight. I got too much. Not about to argue with no woman. But men be wanting to argue, bash, like, and then going overboard. Like, even like, look, there's some women on here, but I'm not about to argue with them. And I know they'll probably give me a tongue lashing. I'll be like, you have a nice day. I got, Sister T got me one time, and it's like, I ain't about to. You think I'm about to go back and forth with Sister T? I'm straight. What for? What is it gonna prove? It ain't gonna do nothing. No, I'm straight. Just let her pop off. She say what she gotta say. Have a nice life. Oh, she embarrassed you. No, she didn't. How's she gonna embarrass me? I be hearing people on here, I'll violate you. Like, what is you talking about? That shit sound weird. I'm gonna say, oh, that's just showing how fucked up you are. I don't care. Go ahead. Like, all that stuff is coming out of your mouth. I don't care. I mean, people talking about people, mamas and people, kids and people dead. All this stuff is coming out your mouth. That's showing who you are, not me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's showing how your brain works. People don't think about that. I'll be listening to people like, man, I never fuck with that person. I'm straight. Because if you see somebody do something, I'm telling you, it just shows you they're capable of doing it. That's all I'm telling you. I mean, you take it for what it is. You see someone do something that it shows you. That's just the reality of it. I don't know if that's going over people's head, but when you see somebody do something, that's showing you they're capable of it. That's all it shows. I don't care what the reason is, what the circumstance. That what you're seeing is what they're capable of when you see someone does something. So if someone start talking about people, mamas and stuff like that. Look, I love my mama. I don't want to feel no type of way. So I try to steer clear of people like that because I don't know. They might have a bad day one and decide to talk about my mom. My 33 brother, Mr. Gary, bust it down. Brown, how are you?
What up, though? I'm chilling. How you?
I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It just seems like people like this chaotic nonsense, and the nice people that's doing what they need to do, it's like they under the carpet.
Yeah. Now is that by design or is that just I don't know. Like is this just where we at in society right now? Like people just is this because like when I was listening to that rap battle, bro, it was like I was excited. I'm thinking like even though Tupac and Biggie, said some crazy stuff, it was still lyrics. It was still a story, and you just took it for a battle rap until it got deadly. But like with
But
the Jay Z and Nas, it was like okay, they roasted each other.
even with the Biggie and Tupac, right? It's like okay, if we really look back at it, you see that other people was pulling the strings behind that one, right?
Yes, yeah,
Now Jay Z and Nas, Jay he couldn't even do nothing with it. He just I bow down. But then
hmm
not quiet after that. You see what I'm saying? See, there's
yeah,
always an ulterior motive behind the nonsense. I don't know what this one is because I don't really rock with this new stuff. But sit back because the string's gonna be revealed sooner or later.
yeah, man. This is wild, and people want them to expose one another. I'm like, When did we start doing that? Like, what happened to the lyricism? Like the lyrics, the metaphors. Like, I'm listening to Kendrick, and even though he said, some wild stuff, it's like I can still break down the bars. Like, oh, this is a double, this is a triple entendre. Like, hold on, man. Like, that's fun. I love doing that when it comes to rap. But when you just talking about like I'm listening to Drake, like you trying to shame this man because you saying one of his kids ain't his. Like that don't say nothing about if he taking care of his kid and he know it ain't his. That to me is like, damn, bro, you a hell of a man. You done forgave your woman for stepping out. Y'all still together, and you taking care of the kid. That's not a sucker to me. I don't know. Like that's what you shaming a person with. You saying he beat his wife, but her brother is on his thing hyping up like it's good. Oh, why she ain't respond? My wife when people say stuff to me on here, my wife don't respond. My job is to protect my wife, even from the things I get myself into. Like and people rocking with it. Oh, why his wife ain't respond? Why like what? Like that shit weird, man. Like just watching how people not only I'm watching what's going on, but I'm watching how people are processing and regurgitating. Like, man, this is like this society, bro. It's like, man, that's why I isolate myself. I am not of this world, bro. I can tell you that. I am not of this world. I refuse to participate in all this stuff that goes on in this world. I'm not participating in it.
You gotta isolate, man, because this thing is it's like because look how crazy it is, right? These two are beefing. This is more like a YouTube beef than a rap battle. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like, yo, y'all bringing YouTube into real life. That's why I tell people, man, y'all keep saying YouTube is not real. Y'all ain't listening to this right here. What are you talking about? This thing is real, for real, for real. But
It
then you
is.
got people, yourself and I, and all these other people. We're not struggling, but we trying to encourage, uplift, and do all these things. And it's like, yo, you can hear a pin drop sometimes, right? Shout out to the chat, shout out to the supporters. It just feels like the needle's not moving sometimes. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's
bro.
encouraging.
And that's why I want to take the show off air, bro. I really do. Um, I got some other things I'm building, but um, in the next year or two, definitely, I want to be the content go be us doing stuff outside in real life to show people. Like I am committed on being an example. I'm committed with that. Um, so I mean, this is just a small part, but it is very discouraging. Like just to keep doing this, you seeing thousands of people listening to bullshit stuff that don't has no essence. You ain't gonna get nothing out of it. But you sit here and try to kick game for free, and you can barely get 5 to 10 people. And I think it's because I mean, you too, you challenge people, bro. That's what we do. We challenging people to be greater. And some people can't take that shit. They don't want that. They rather listen to the drama and the fuck shit. But we challenging people.
It's just crazy. That's why I went and did what I went and did what I did earlier. You know what I mean? Just shout everybody out and things like that. Because at the end of the day, we got to encourage each other. Because if we ain't encouraging each other, who's going to encourage us? You know what I mean? It's like we pouring, but nobody's filling our cups up sometimes. But then everybody gets upset when oh well, Word had to take a sabbatical. You know what I mean? Like we need to do that sometimes. It's not that we ain't manifesting. It's like, yo, we just went to the well too often. Now we running dry. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I totally get it. I get it all the way.
Because like, bro, it's some things that I wanted to bring on here, but it takes time and work, to put it together, and it's like in the midst of doing that, I'm like, hold on, bro, it ain't even worth it. I'm not getting paid off of this. And it's not all about the money, because my time is precious. But as long as someone is getting it, then I'm grateful. Then that's why I did it, because I want people to get the information. But like, we talk about karma. Like I feel some type of way about this. I think this is the second time I mentioned it. But we talk about karma, right? And the way people say it, I'm not gonna say it's wrong. I'm gonna just say it's inaccurate. So, I put together a video. I put together a live, and then I even cut the video in half. Barely got. I don't even think the video got 100 views. But then I went on live right after that, just with a regular topic. People flooded, and I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on? like, hold on, bro. Like, we talking about some real shit, some life changing shit. Like, when I understood how karma works, bro, do you understand how karma is not bad, right? But we use it when we think of karma, we think of the bad. So imagine if you understand how to use good karma. So that's why I broke it down. And it's like just putting stuff together like that is like, why do it? So I'm looking to make a Patreon, and I think I'm gonna go teach on a Patreon, because that way I know the people who get it, they come there to get it. So it's a bunch of shows that I want to do, but I'm gonna put it on Patreon. I'm gonna create a. I ain't gonna do that for a couple months, but I'm gonna just conversate on here, bro. I'm gonna conversate. If something come up, then we talk about it. But other than that, unless somebody say, "Hey, talk about this or talk about that," I'm not putting that effort into it no more. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's understandable, and that's the crazy thing about it. It's like, yo, the word has value, right? But the value is being drained. It's like the American dollar is being diminished every time you turn around. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, now I'm not talking about the regular people that's here. I'm not talking about the regular supporters everywhere, right? Like, to be honest, that's one of the main reasons why I still do it, because at the end of the day, I know it's one person that really needs it. It's one person that really needs that frown to be turned upside down, or it's one person that needs that inspiration to say, you know what, I can actually do it, right? So, that's the only lingering hope that I have so far. But being a 33, being like being in those type of situations, like, it's like I could never give up on people, because at the end of the day, I know it's just that one person that's like, you know what, you got me through the day, and I'd be like, I'm good, I'm happy for you and everything like that. So it's like fishing. You gotta hope you get that bite. Otherwise, you just sitting on a boat for about 9 hours, drinking a beer, hoping to catch a bite and reeling it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being a man it takes a lot of patience. I don't think people understand that. They read the scripture and like, oh, okay, let's be a fisherman. Nah, you gotta have patience with that thing. But there's a lot of stubborn fish out there. You throw 'em, you throw it back. You might not never see it no more. You give up on it, you may never see that fish no more. So it gets to that point sometimes. But sometimes you gotta look in your storehouse. You gotta find that patience and reel it and polish it off and get it together sometimes.
And you know what it is too, bro. I think I burnt myself out because I've been over here only for a year, but I already deleted. I think I deleted 100. I've been on here for a year, and I deleted 210 videos, and I still got over 500 videos on my channel, bro. I'm trying to clean it up, but it takes so like, bro. When I first started, I was going live for 4 hours, then come back and do another 2 hours, then come back. I was going live every day, and it was like I erased so much dope content that people didn't hear, and it's like I can't even replicate that because when I first started, it was just like I was just excited, so it was like I was just pouring everything out, and then I kind of gave it some structure and didn't pour as much out, but I was still going live. And I just think now I'm doing this, I'm building my business. We branding the nine. It's just I think I just burnt myself out, and I'm looking around like, what do I have to show for all this time and energy I spent? And I don't have too much. So like me personally, it's like, well, let's focus on something that's more beneficial. I want to make an impact. I'm determined to make an impact. And if I'm doing something and it's not impactful, then I find another way to be impacted. Call it my ADHD. I have patience, and once I see something working, then I roll with it. I rock with it. But if I say it don't work, then I don't have. I will change it. I will do something different, and because it's like my time is limited, so I try to maximize. It's bro, my brain. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it, bro.
Oh no, yo, listen. I promise you, this is what happened over the weekend, right? I was going through so much, right? I just said, you know what? Let me go ahead and find a book. That's what made me read the book of Enoch over the weekend. I read all 107 chapters in like a whole day.
Mhm.
And it calmed me. It just calmed me down. Like it just like, all right, let's slow it down. Let's slow the momentum down. I think the more that like people like you and I, the more that we intake information, the more soothing our mind becomes because we get to process it, we get to break it down, we can see if we can put it into play in our lives and things like that. And that's why a lot of people don't get it. Like sometimes you just need something to feed your intellect. And a lot of the times
Mhm.
when you get so much of the intellect out, you got to refuel that too. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
it's just going to stay there forever. It can't feed itself. You got to feed it. And as much as you give it out, you got to put something back in. And a lot of people don't understand that. That's why, I can listen to, I can go to your live. I can go to, uh, Shay Love live. I can go to other people's live and just pick up some, Tierra Latrice. Like she said something the other day. She's like, yo, we gotta stop. We gotta stop being viral. Stop trying to make ourselves go viral. And
Yeah, I heard that.
yeah, because she's like, the viral is another word for virus. And I was like, I want to be.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? That made me look up good viruses. You understand what I'm saying? I'm taking whatever I
Hmm.
can and putting it into play. When Intrinsic goes live, it's like we on the same wavelength, and it's like, yo, this is what I'm saying. This is what I need right here. So it's just certain people that you can gain from. You know what I mean? And those are the ones that you hook to because at the end of the day, they're feeding you little by little. It's like a little it's like a finger sandwich. You know what I mean? But you take as much as you can and then you digest it and wait for the next one to come up. That's where we at so far. You know what I mean? And it's crazy to say that, but it's just the truth.
Yeah, that's dope. How you said I was looking up good viruses, but it's the wordplay, man. How people don't understand that, you know. So I appreciate sis breaking that down. We got to stop going viral because that's the process. Well, viral is the process of the virus. That's what it does. It go viral through your body, and that's all facts. Like we gotta pay attention to these words. They use them for a reason. And even that, man, it's this show I've been working on probably about 6 months. I'm putting that on Patreon because that's gonna be a lecture. But it's how the English language was created for spell casting. Like words. Now think about this, man. I want you to understand something. Like when do most people um sit back or let loose, right? On the weekend, right? Why do the
Right.
weekend sounds like weakening? Like these words, what happens on the weekend? You become weakening. Think about the structure and discipline you have throughout the week. Get up, get ready for work, go to work, come home. All the structure on the weekend. What you do? You get high, you get drunk, you lay out, you neglect yourself. You're weakening. You're weakening your process. These words have meaning. Even blessed, bro. Like I was told this years ago.
and and the
Bro, it
crazy
was.
thing, the crazy thing about that is that she was saying, even when she was saying, she was touching this subject too. Like, you know what? You know, she's talking about, words or spells. And I was like, yeah, that's where the word spelling come from. She's like, yeah, Gary. I was like,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of you. She's like, no, you ain't jumping ahead of me. You just saying what's coming, and it needs to be said at the same time. So even while she was on her live, it's like we was communicating to one another. I think that's one of the best process that anybody could ever have. It's like I'm helping her with, I'm not helping her, but we're finishing sentences at the same time. I'm just putting it in the chat and letting her flow at the same time. I think, those are the type of things that excite me, because it's like, yo, I get it. We're on the same page. We're on the same wavelength. Our minds is connected. That's, when the higher being, that's what the Bible means. When two or three is gathered, you in the midst. Yet there's a connection that's going on between all three of y'all at the same time, and nobody seems to understand that. But everybody's so confined to the daggone world. They want to be confined and be in it at the same time, and not understanding that there has to be a disconnect in order for all of these things to work in your favor. But even when I say that, people are like, what the hell are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this simple fact is, we're not saying everybody don't understand it. It's just the simple fact that people really need to deprogram. They need to be reprogrammed and deprogrammed at the same time. Because if you keep going with the system is going to fail you. And people don't understand that. It's just like the worker bee, right? The bee just working all day long, all day long. You feeding the queen bee getting heavy and heavy and heavy, and you ain't eating nothing. You doing all the work for nothing. And that's how it is in real life.
Mm-hmm. And even that's why I enjoy the people who interact in the chat with me, because like you said, just feeding off one another. Even with the content, you go some places they don't want you, and then I just understood there's a narrative being pushed, so I don't really go to too many of those pages no more. There's no discussion about anything, but think about, like, when you say words are spells, do you know where the spell is being cast on?
Nah, help me out there.
So a lot of times we think, like me and you talking, right? So you think, like, when we use words, we casting spells on one another. That's true, but it's more the subconscious. And when you say stuff, you're programming your subconscious. You're telling your subconscious what to believe, what not to believe, what to resonate with, what not to resonate with. You're programming yourself. That's why I tell people stop using the word can't, because you won't even try. If you think you can't do something, would you try it? How often do you see people say I can't do it and try something? So
Yeah, I get that.
that's why I tell people, like, I don't use the N word. I don't call people the N word. I don't call myself the N word, because that comes when that word has association. That word has meaning. So you were accepting, like, and this ain't no knock, but I see educated black men. They made it, bro. They lawyers, doctors, and the first opportunity they get, they want to be an N word. And it's like, bro, this is what we trying to get away from. You're an example, but you're reverting back. So you ain't no different than anybody. Like, come on, where's the hope at? And when instances, that's what, like, even think about this. Drake, right? Drake is a Canadian Jewish kid. He got interviews saying, "Oh, I'm Jewish. I had a bar mitzvah. I did, I live in an all Jewish community." But now that you made it famous, you want to be a thug. You want to be a gangbanger. You want to, bro. You came on here singing about telephones and stuff, and now that you made it, you want to propagate this. Why?
And he doing all of that, and then not even saying, you know what? I'm the original Jew. I'm the original Hebrew. He's not
Right.
even he don't even understand the platform that he got. These people could be breaking down barriers, and they just going with the flow. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that's just in the they in the world. They in the world literally. Like, yo, just imagine if you and I had that position. They probably killed us a long time ago. You got to take his head off. Get out of here. You can't be saying that. You know the things that you be saying, like, wait a minute, that's cool. And wait, we was what? The Garden of Eden was what? And who's Inky? And wait, who's overstanding? What you mean overstanding? What you mean understanding? And man, we would have been martyrs a long time ago. They would have hung you on the cross upside down. You had to walk your own cross, literally. You understand what I'm saying? It's because people don't understand. People, their eyes are closed. I'm not even talking about their third eye. I'm talking about their regular eyes. You know what I mean? They just closed. Their ears are closed. Everything is closed. It's, all right, we gonna do as we said. We do as we told, not as we see. Type of scenarios.
PIA, appreciate you, sis. Have a good night. Askiro, that's facts, man. Especially in the construction of the class system. Well, she said the weekend was something created for working and middle class, but the rich didn't do much work, so they never used weekends. And that goes back to the construction of classism. Like that, man, I done read so many books about things that I never thought I even had conversations about. But yeah.
They play with the lettering instead of EE. We live the EA. They talking about EE. No, they just the word. They playing with you, man. And it's just like, okay, look, this is how the court doing, right? Family court. All right, you can get the kid every other weekend. Do you know how much deprogramming that mama gonna do over that little? First of all, the kid doesn't do 48 hours with the parent, right? Because it's from Friday to Sunday. By the time Sunday get there, it'd be about 36 hours. You got a day and a half instead of 2. And and if the mama don't like you, she gonna deprogram that kid from that whole entire weekend. You gotta understand the system. We gotta make our own system. People don't want to have it. We gotta tear each other down. We ain't got nothing to tear down, but we trying to tear down whatever we got. If you're standing on the foundation, you want to tear down your foundation. For what?
I'm putting a brick down. I'm putting one brick down. They're trying to uproot the brick. Like, hold on, bro. This ain't even a building. It's just a brick. Let me have my brick. Like, damn. But bro, that's facts because my best friend was going through some stuff, and I'm watching him go through it. And we talking. And when the process was over, I asked him. I said, "How do it feel being an adult who started a family and have to have people tell you when you can and how to interact with your child? How does that feel?" And he looked at me. I said, "I never feel that, bro." And he said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I'm finding a complementary piece. Someone who, and it's no telling what'll happen 10, 20 years from now. But I promise you one thing, that ain't gonna happen because I'm not gonna let it. I'm determined. I do what I have to do." That's why when when Drake was making fun of Kendrick, like, man, that's a man. Look, shit happens in life, you got a whole family. So what do? You do what society tells you, or you do what you know what's right. I got to keep my family together. They did it back in the day. I got a couple cousins who was brought into the family because the men went out and had kids, and the mom couldn't take care of it by herself, so they gave it to, brought them into the family fold. Like, so, I mean, look, I'm not justifying nothing, but I'm saying you have to do what's right for you. You can't worry about what society, because society is fucked up anyway. People, these systems, like you said, I've been telling people that, no shot against nobody, but I'm just speaking fact. All these systems, the school system, this all day shit, bro. This is the people who created this shit. So you begging and pleading, and some people begging and pleading to treat me right, to do this, to do that for me. Other people saying, let's tear it down, let's do this. And it's just like, why do any of that? Like, if you have a problem with school systems, homeschool your kids, teach your kids yourself. That's an
Well, see,
option you
that's the
have.
kicker. And that's the kicker right there. I was going right there with you, right? Now you want to homeschool your kids, right? Who's
Mm-hmm.
homeschooling kids when you got to have double income? You see what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's different. That's why I asked the question to your parents. Like, do y'all think the fact that the parents are never home, if the parents are never home, you know how many times you don't even check the homework sometimes? You better have it right. Look, I'm going to bed. You better have that shit right. And you just go on to sleep because they already got you systematically destroyed. We gotta pay this. We gotta pay this rent. We gotta pay the next man's mortgage. We can't even get our own mortgage. We gotta pay the next man's mortgage. Some of us, right? So then, okay, mom and dad at work. Kids gotta go to school. You gotta send them to school. So they sitting there being systematically destroyed from the inside. We come home, parents come home, and then it's like, oh God, we ain't even got time. I don't even feel like cooking. Come on, let's just Uber Eats. Let's go. By the time you get home, Uber Eats is there, shit sitting at your doorstep, you eating. Hey, how was your day? We're not even having how was your day conversations. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm going to bed. Like, wow, that's what we doing. Yeah, because the way that they have this thing going, like I said, we're worker bees. A lot of us are
Mm-hmm.
worker bees. And now when it's time to listen, you can do this and this, right? I, I remember I put up something. I put something on my community wall. Listen, for those that had Section 8, use your Section 8 to get you a house. I hope people use it, but I don't think they will use it because at the end of the day, they're stuck at what they. Listen, I can't lose my Section 8 like that for that. Mm-mm. Why not? You don't even want to have generational wealth. You just want to just sit there and be stuck on the lower tier. Sometimes you got to elevate yourself, but if you don't got the strength to elevate yourself, you're gonna be stuck in quicksand for the rest of your life.
Bro, people don't understand the difference between living and surviving. There's a switch. Surviving, we're only supposed to do that when necessary. We got to flip that switch back to living. I did a show on that, breaking that down. And you're right too. That's why, like, even with homeschool, like up here, like the circles I'm in, because I was thinking about that. But we got retired school teachers, bro, who take on homeschool for little or nothing. They just want to work. They just want to, so it takes a village. We got to rebuild the village. Fuck the community. I hate that word. I don't like that word, bro. I don't. I'm sorry because it's so overused and it's used in the wrong way. I prefer village. I prefer tribe. It's more intimate. It's more unity and collectiveness. Like one mind, one beat, one sound. When you say community, even from the definition, it's just a bunch of like-minded people. And if there's a bunch of individuals within a community, that's what you go get. And that's what we got. Everybody looking out for themselves, you know. And I understand it, but at the same time, I know this. I know it. Like, this is not something I can debate it. But if you get the right people, the right things happen. You put yourself around the right people. That's why I wanted to stamp what I was doing with the 9. I wanted it stamped. I wanted people to know this is a collective of people who got each other back. We working with one another. We helping one another. I wanted that to be known. This ain't no game. This ain't no clique or no crew. No, this is a tribe. Like, we dedicated to helping one another, to being there for one another. Because people say it can't be done, so we'll show them. Do we bicker? Do we quarrel? Look, you grew up fighting with your brothers and sisters, your cousins, or whoever. That's what happens. It's not about the fight. It's about how you process it. Look, we ain't gonna never see eye to eye with everything with everybody, but I don't mean we got to go to war. Like, who does that shit? Weird, bro. Like, people even arguing over this Drake and Kendrick. People like falling out. Like, seriously? Like, you don't even know these people. This shit is
Shout out to you.
entertainment.
real when I seen realist said I don't even want to talk about this no more. I said, you know what, this is so bull crap. And this is realist area. He don't even want to talk about this no more. He's like, yeah, he throw this in the garbage so fast. And I'm like, yeah, because it's just a waste of time. I'm sitting there waiting for. I'm not even waiting for the shoe to drop because the shoe ain't even gonna be over there. The shoe gonna be all the way over there. They over there sending $90 million to another country, but we got inflation. Instead of y'all putting $250 in each and every household for people to get some fruits and vegetables and organic shit and all this, while y'all sitting there buying up all this land and planting your own food, and y'all know who y'all is, but we over here looking at this nonsensical beef. Like, no, we can't even do that. We need to listen. We need PIA. We need people like that. We need those people that's teaching us how to garden in the backyard, even if it's a little bit at a time.
Yeah,
Start off with your own house and then go bigger. You know what I mean? But until we having a problem doing that, they getting one or two views. I'll sit there and watch them all day. Listen. I'm here. I don't care if I leave my phone on. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to support you any way possible. If they get your views up, if it gets your watch hours up, I'm with it. If it makes sense, I'm with it. It don't even matter. And it's not just because I'm supporting you. It's because it makes sense. There's a meaning behind what you're doing. It's a necessity. So we got to stop turning our wants into needs and making our needs a want. We can't throw our needs away. We need that. But we doing
now,
everything so backwards.
now let me ask you this. Because this is just something I've been observing since I've been on here. All right. Um, do you believe like the right people are on here to support what we doing? Like I know, like we got 8 in the building. I say a good 100 that rock with me, right? A good 100, maybe 200 that really rock with me because my views go up when the show go off. People do watch. I get tons of watch hours, so I'm saying, but do you believe the people that we need to support us to grow, to actually make an impact are on here?
Yes.
The mass majority. I don't. I think it's people on here. I just don't believe it's a lot. I think
I
the
don't think
people. I kind of think the people we need. I think they doing this. I think they in real life doing it. Some of us are on here because we know what this is, and I say that because it is. I didn't know what this was. If I didn't lose my sight, I'd never be on YouTube, bro. I'd never be on here doing none of this. So I
I
mean,
understand.
I think the way we think, I think the people that we need are doing it in real life. They don't really have too much time. And the people who are on here, they seen it just like me. For some reason they probably didn't lose their sight, but maybe they was looking for something like, oh shit, this is here. I can build it here. So I think enough of us, I think the mass majority of people, I don't think they on here, but there are people on here. There are people on here because you on here, I'm on here, girl dad on here, Tracy on here, Ashky Row on here. But I'm saying like we some way somehow fell into this. So I'm trying to figure out a way how to get those people on here. Because right now what I see when you got thousands and stuff in the chat, it ain't it's fuck shit.
That's very true. That's very true. And the sad thing about, like, we can sit here and share it out all day long, right? I can share you, you can share me, I can share anti, I can share girl, I can share everybody, right? But the fact of the matter is, it's not going to be receptive because, like I always tell you, some people's peace is chaos. They,
Mm-hmm.
they don't know what the only peace they want is a PIECE, not the peace that they need. They want the peace that they want. You understand what I'm saying? It don't even make sense, right? When you got people like, you got very loyal people, right? And it's a shame because when they don't see us on here, it's like, okay, now, who do I go to? Because that our words mean something. So now they got to go ahead and look for they scrambling to find something to pick up, an encouraging word or a thing to learn from, or something to that extent. It ain't too much of that out there. Like that's why they don't like. If you really look at YouTube, if they had that sector, where the hell is it? Where is it?
Mhm.
You know, we trying to make one, but we're in between the beef and whatever else sector is out there, right? All because we being drained out. We got music system, we got sports sectors, we got all of these sectors, but the encouraging one is probably at the lowest level. We got to start from the bottom. Now we're here. Okay, well, I don't have that. They don't. They want us to feel dejected, so that way we can stop what we're doing. I still have a little bit of fight in me because I just started. So for me, I'm not ready to give up the fight. You know what I mean? It gets discouraging a lot because, like I said, it's already been a time. I'm like, yo, I'm ready to put this down, but I'm like, no, because this person might need it, that person might need it. Even when I started, a lot of the people that I started with, I don't even see them half as much anymore. So I'm like, okay, cool. But there's still some people that started rocking. They still hanging on. They still reaching out. They still doing that. That's why I go through the background. All right. I made an Instagram. Yo, y'all need to talk to me. I'm here. You know what I mean? It's just the things that we do. Like you said, you trying to build a village. You trying to build a tribe. That's what Instagram is for me. Reach me in the background. If y'all want to have that conversation on here, let's have it in the background. They ain't gonna know who I'm talking about because I'm not here to exploit nobody. I'm here to help. And that's the difference between me, you, and a lot of other people. People want to sit there and exploit that person's situation. And that's why a lot of people don't want to come up here and do this anyway. Or you're going to use that against me, this, that, and the third. It's a sad situation, but it's a true one.
And see, Askiro said the same thing. If it wasn't for the pandemic and being locked down, she wouldn't be on here. And that's why I was sitting back, I'm just looking. It is something like Infinite Waters, he got a good show. His chat be banging and he only speak positive. That's all the brother do. So he is a possibility, but guess what? A lot of those people in there don't be black. This is a black brother. I don't know if he's from America. I don't think he is. I don't know where he's from, but Blue Lotus, what up, sis? I was just talking about you earlier. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all link up with Blue Lotus. Commander, can you drop that link in the chat, please? Check out her morning motivation. Definitely be dope. But so I know I see it. He did it, so I know it's possible. Like said, he be having a couple hundred in there, but he do his thing. I don't bang on nobody. But so it's a possibility, and like people like coming on here, interacting with y'all, it's gonna make me keep doing it. It's just I have to. I think I just burnt myself out. I say something. I ain't gonna leave until they force me out. I probably won't be on here as often as I used to, but because I can't, I gotta, like, even when I get monetized, if I can make an income and supplement something else, then I can be on here. But the reality is, I got a family. I gotta eat. I gotta feed them. And if I'm not, it's one thing to come on here and to talk, but it's another thing to create content because that takes time. I try to be responsible with it. And I just don't give you something someone else says. I give you my own personal experience or my own observation. But I give you the book, but then I give you something that you can practice. How many people doing it? People just tell you, hey, look, if you want to talk about when people talk about manifestation, and I promise you, bro, when you talk about manifestation, the one thing that people always leave out, and it's in books, if you look in Like even when you study Hindu or Buddhism, it's about the feeling. The thought creates the feeling. Few people talk about the emotional aspect of manifestation. If you don't feel like you can achieve or observe or obtain something, you'll never have it. The better you feel about it, the clearer you can visualize it. That's where people start at, is the visualization. Well, how do you get a clear thought? By having a clear emotion about it. Think about anything, it's things in life that I felt it was mine. And nothing will deter me, no matter how many times I failed, no matter if I was bleeding or bust up, I still got up and went and got it. Why? Because I felt like it was mine. I believed it. Belief, people try to say belief is a thought. It's not, it's a feeling. When you believe, when you feel it, it's nothing going to stop you from obtaining it. But if you just think it and that thought is not clear, you go doubt yourself. That's where doubts come from. It's the thoughts, but it's also the feeling. You will only doubt if you don't feel you can have it.
That's crazy because I think I don't know if I piggybacked off you with that saying or somewhere else, but I was like, yeah, I don't even understand that believing it leaves doubt. Knowing it supersedes all of that, right? If you believe that chair can hold you up, you won't sit there. But if you know that chair is gonna hold you, you're gonna sit your ass down in the chair.
And you go lean back, or
You
you'll
gonna,
feel comfortable leaning back.
then slide off it, but you don't
Mm-hmm.
know it's a belief. That's why I tell people this is no shot at religion, right? But if you believe God, you're gonna doubt a whole bunch of things. But when you know what your experience is with God, or however you
Mm-hmm.
want to put it, when you know it, can't nobody move that foundation for you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that foundation is solidified. It's not going to move nothing. You can listen. An earthquake ain't even going to shatter it.
Mm-hmm.
It's holding still. It's going to take a supernatural thing in order for you to break that foundation. If you know God the way you believe that you know God, the same way you know what you know in your mind, ain't nothing gonna take you off that. Now, if one of them, if God comes down right now and wait a minute, hey, God, okay, I know who you is now. Now you know. But until then, as long as there's belief, you will doubt a whole bunch of things in your life. You know, shout out to intrinsic, right? Because that's why we need affirmation. That's why the affirmation I am. He trying to tell you, say the affirmation, I am an overcomer. I am victorious. I am a conqueror. I am. That's why Jesus kept saying, I am, because he wants you to understand that you have to know who you are in order to be who you are. If you're going to be great, you got to say, I am great. I am improving. I am encouraging. I am uplifted. That's why that word is there. But as long as we don't, the same way that words can be a spell, let's use it in a positive aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I am an overcomer. I am abundant. I am rich. You may not be rich financially, but you can be rich in peace. You can be rich and encouragement. You could be all of those things, but as long as you ain't saying I am, you don't know what you are. And that's the difference. You gotta us as a people, we have always been dealing with bad situations, but a lot of us have made the best out of a bad situation. We ain't even trying to make the best out of a bad situation. We just like, all right, we already here, we ain't doing nothing. All right, don't worry about it. We're gonna eat what they gave us. We're gonna eat their scraps. No, we should be making our own food, but we gonna eat their scraps. That's where we at. People got plenty of land. They don't want to. They don't want to plant nothing. And how you think you gonna win if you gonna keep quitting in the middle of the race? Winners don't quit, and quitters don't win. So if you ain't winning, what are you doing? You're losing.
And bro, look, and this like, man, this is it's so much I want to share. So much, and I just be trying to expose people to concepts, like, because like I studied a lot of the occult and I know where it comes from, and a lot of stuff we use, even affirmation, is occult science. But I be trying to get people back to the original. So like when we say affirmations, affirmations are good, but we need to get to mantras, because affirmation is only a confirmation, right? And that's confirming why we say it repetitively is to, like I was saying earlier, is to download it into our subconscious. The more we say it, the more we believe it, right? But a mantra is a little different. Like mantras, historically, were given to people, but now that we understand the process and what benefits it have, we can utilize it for our own. And mantras are our ways of living. This is the difference, because when you say confirmation, you're trying to believe. When you say mantra, now we're talking about way of life. Now this is something that we accept. This is something we are, something we become. So when you say I am, this is the science I'll be trying to break down and share with people, but it don't be appreciated. But so every I am resonates with our root chakra, and the reason why it resonates so well, because most people function out their root chakra. I would say the root chakra is probably the one chakra that's open, that we have to unlock. The rest of them, I even did a video on that, bro. But check this out. I want to share this with you. I don't know if I shared it with you before, but oh, uh, and after I play this, I'm gonna break it down for you. Oh,
Mhm.
hold on, bro. I can't. Oh, it's tripping.
Principality
Okay.
trying to shut down right now, but it's gonna work in your favor. I ain't even tripping.
So now, when we talk about the chakras, there's different frequencies, right? Each chakra represents a different frequency. So the words itself, we're talking to the chakra, and so, like when I say we are programming our subconscious, we're doing that with the frequency of the chakra, right? So if you resonate, if all things line up, it just works better, right? So, well, I'm gonna play the video real quick. It's real short, but it's gonna tell you how each chakra has um, different affirmations, or we call them mantras.
Chakra systems have their own affirmations, so let's go over all of them in different affirmations. As I said, the root chakra is I am. I am wealthy. I am abundant. Move up one. The sacred chakra is I feel. I feel wealth. I feel abundance. Move up one more. It's the solar plexus chakra, which is I do. I do not chase. I attract. The heart chakra is I love. I love wealth. I love abundance. The throat chakra is I speak. I speak wealth into existence. The third eye chakra is I see. I see wealth and abundance all around me. The crown chakra is I understand. I understand that wealth is easy to attract.
So, let me get back. I'm
You
back.
bet.
Okay, I'm back. So, like when we speak into ourselves, we want to use the frequency of the chakra. So I am is good to move. That's our root chakra. That's our like fire system. That's our furnace. Our root chakra is our furnace. Think of it like that. That's our igniter. That's where we get a fight from, a lot of creativity. If you go, I'm gonna skip over to the solar plex. When it say I do, our solar plex is where our soul is. That's where our will is from. So that's why
Mhm.
when we do something, we need to speak I do. You speak it into existence using these different frequencies intentionally. Like if I need to embody something, then I am. But if I need to do something, then I need to do it. We're programming our subconscious, but we're using the frequency of the chakra. That's the whole concept of, the I am, I do, I speak. Like, think about this. If you tell yourself, I speak truth, you know it's going to be hard to do? Lie.
Lie.
You have to build yourself or program yourself, like you said earlier. How do you do that? Because it's hard. It's so many things that we've been indoctrinated with that it's hard to let go. You know how you um, remedy that? You implement something else. You replace it. You can't just take something away because when times get hard, people go fall back to what they know. But if you replace it, then they know something new. Like, bro, I be owning shit. And it sounds so subtle, but I promise you, if you practice it, that's what I'm saying. Like the shit I say, there's no magical bean that you plant in the ground. No, this is shit you gotta do. You gotta work. You know, people, I heard this one dude laughing, oh, my man's nails is dirty. Well, that tells me he working. Like, when has it been shameful for a man to have dirty nails? We work. We work on cars, we work on houses. Our nails go be dirty. I got a nail brush in my bathroom. Yeah, I wash my hands and I scrub my nails and stuff. But you go catch me with dirt under my damn nails because I work.
I
I
hope
use
so.
my hands. You see what I'm saying? I got calluses
Mhm.
on them. I don't have no smooth hands. I use these boys. I'm old school. I'm a throwback dude, you know. But it's shameful for men to have. Oh, I'm looking like this. These people weird. They want the microwavable thing. No, you have to put in work. And when you're talking about the development of self, it's a lot of work and it's constant. It never stops.
And that's why faith is dead. You see how you just put that?
Mm-hmm.
You how you gonna have faith but don't put it to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that can work. But I ain't gonna get sidetracked because I just peeped something while you were showing that video, right? When you get married, you married, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did they ask you when you got married?
I do.
Do you, right? And
Uh-huh.
then you say what? I do. So once you do the I do, right? That's the solar plexus. Then it must elevate up to the
Mm-hmm.
heart chakra. You see what I'm saying? See,
Preach, bro.
it's the little bits and pieces that you just displayed. If I didn't say anything, that might have just bypassed a whole bunch of people. However many people's in the chat, or how many people is going to catch the replay? They probably sit there like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's about, yeah, we said I do. Well, those that are married, they say I do, you know? And now you got to elevate because we going to this thing on backwards. Oh, we got to be in love. And, I mean, you can like a person and get married. Then you elevate all of that at the same time. You understand? Like
Mm-hmm.
people just do things because Walt Disney told you got to be in love to be married. You gotta love the frog in order for it to be a prince. No, the prince could be ugly.
Mm-hmm.
You can make them beautiful by supporting them because you have that genuine feeling of care. And when you get married, then then it elevates into love, into the commitment, and so on and so forth. But because we gotta love them first and all of that other stuff, you know how many parents and great grandparents were out here, and I know them, but over the 50 years, I got to love them in 30 years. Why, grandma? Why, grandpa? Why y'all only loved each other after 30 years? Because we had other things to worry about first. The commitment was to make sure that this family prospers. Then, because we're doing what we need to do, the love elevates itself. But we don't understand that. Like you said, we live in a microwave society where love gotta be there immediately.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it goes. That thing gotta grow. That's why people like things and think lust is love and all of this other nonsense because we don't take the time. He looked good. I love how he looked. You just like what he looked like, or you like that she got a fatty back there. You think it's love, and then
Mm.
when you go ahead and soul tie the situation and it's trash, you're mad because you lusted for something that was nasty in the first place. You've been blinded to the fact, and well, that's how a lot of us is. Flavor Flav said we've been blinded to the fact. They thought he was just talking about a rap song, hyping up a song. No, he was trying to tell us something. That's why those 80s rappers, they don't even exist no more. You don't even hear that.
No.
You know what I mean? Self destruction. You don't hear that. So they don't even talk about that song no more. They telling you what's happening. And it's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what this stupid beef is about. They spoke about that in '88. They tried to forewarn y'all, like, yo, we trying to tell y'all what's getting ready to happen. Nope, y'all ain't want to listen. So now we are where we are.
Bro, when you was talking, because I always say that I don't believe in a thin line between love and hate. I don't believe there's a thin line. I think there's a thin line between love and lust. I mean, lust and hate, right? But when you said something, when you said, I love the way you look, like, I want to ask people, where is that feeling coming from? Is it coming from the root chakra or the heart? So is it coming from the loins or is it coming from the heart? Because it hit different when you have an emotion and you can feel where it's coming from. It hit different, bro. That's how I know. Like, it's people in my family, bro. I absolutely love. I can never be around them, and that's my love for them. Like my brothers, I love them, even though they did to me whatever they did. I still love them, bro. I can't stop loving them. I'm always love them. I just can't be around them because I love myself too. And I don't know if they go try to hurt me again or not. So I'm straight. Can never deal with them. You know, I got love for people and it comes from the heart, the chest. That's why I pull back or stray away if they ain't right. Because I love myself too. I'm not about to put myself, look, man, man, I'm listening to some of the stuff that's been going on YouTube and I'm like, people pulling up on people and stuff like that. Like, bro, if you pull up to my house, I love my family, bro. You think I'm about to just let you? That's not about to happen. But I'm not. But see, I love my family enough to do whatever I need to do to protect them. And if you come to my house uninvited, I don't know what you want, and I don't have time to think about that. That's how I was raised. That's the society we live in now. Somebody pull up
Mm-hmm.
to your house uninvited and they was talking aggressive to you on YouTube. If you approach me, I'm sorry. I love my family enough that I'm gonna preserve myself. So that means I might have to put you down. That's what people they like people. I don't know. Like that's a like when I was young, I used to take chances like that. Now that I'm older, I'm not about to pull up on nobody. I'm not going out of state to go meet up. No, I'm not doing none of that. I don't care what you say to me on this internet. I am not pulling up on you. I'm straight. I'm not about to go to jail, and I'm not about to get ended because somebody said something on you. I have too much to live for. I have too much going on. So when people take those risks, especially like older people, I be thinking like, what don't they have in their life that they feel like
It's always
this
a
is more
void
important?
that needs to be filled,
You
and
said
that's
what?
the thing. It's always a void that needs to be filled.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean? For example, right? People, all right, love, right? People only know the good side of love. I don't think people understand there's a other side to love, right? The Bible says no greater love than this, that a man will sacrifice his life now for a friend. So if you're gonna sacrifice yourself for a friend, what you gonna do for your own?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much love it takes? I seen people black out for their family.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good thing or a bad thing. That's the sacrifice that you must make in order for yours to come back to you, or for yours to be safe, for yours to be out of harm way. You may have to black out. Oh, he tried to come in the crib. All right, I'm gonna yam him out.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Listen, my baby's got to be safe. If you got a wife, my wife got to be safe. I don't know if you go that way. You may go that way for a girlfriend, maybe not. I don't know. But once you become one, there's no limit to that side of love. That thing is going to carry out. You go ahead and act up if you want. Somebody gonna be somebody gonna have a toe tag on their thing, and their mama gonna be crying. We gotta understand that, that's what I'm saying. The love aspect, we only see that, oh, I love you. Love is kind and love is no, love can hurt. It definitely could hurt. And I ain't talking about just emotionally. It can hurt you mentally because if you black out because somebody touched your man, if somebody touched somebody's daughter, if they were
Boy.
black, I think something's wrong with
Oh
them.
man, bro.
You understand?
Man, look, this is what I'm saying. That was one of the reasons why I was afraid to have kids in general, because I know how I am with my family, and I love them to death. And man, I wish I'll tell you the story on the back end, bro. For my brother, I was gonna throw everything away. I'm talking about, bro. I was on some desperado type shit. Like I was about, bro. I'm not even gonna tell you where I was about to go, and I knew I probably wasn't gonna make it through the door, but I'm about to show you how. I'm about to show you pain. I'm about to show the world pain because what y'all did, but it wasn't. They had a misidentification, and then I'm like, I see how I felt and what I was about to do. So I'm sitting back and I'm looking like, I wonder what this person's family gonna do. Nothing.
It's just like them people, right? They go to the court, right? They right, somebody takes somebody out, right? You got a whole family sitting in the courthouse. Why am I not shocked that somebody tried to jump up and rip his head off? I'm not surprised.
Bro,
That's
that'd be me.
you don't know how much you have taken from a person when you off that person. You don't understand that. That's how strong love can be. It's, love is like I keep telling people, love is an emotion that supersedes anything that you can ever possibly think. I'm not talking about love. I'm talking about genuine love, right?
Mm-hmm.
For let's just say Commander gets sick, right? She ain't feeling well, and she had an Instagram. If her Instagram is being flooded, like Commander, you okay? You okay? You don't know these people, but that genuine love you have for a person is gonna make you reach out for her. You understand? Like
Mm-hmm.
you gonna reach out. Like, all right, word ain't here. All right, I'm gonna hit you in the back chat. Yo, word, you good? How you? Yo, hold your head. You need to talk. I'm here. Why are you doing that? You just met this dude. Nah, energy travels. Energy, that's
Mm-hmm.
try the spirit to see if the spirit is of a godly like being or being of God. And if you understand that, you're going to do whatever you can for that soul not to be touched, not to be tainted, not to be harmed. You understand what I'm saying? So people don't even understand. I know the Bible is man written and all of that other stuff, but inside of those man written things, there's lessons. They tell you all the time. The best way to hide something from people is to put it in a book. That's why you got to read. If you don't
Bro.
read, you don't know nothing. It ain't just gonna pop up on MTV. It ain't gonna pop up on BET. You got to read. That's why the Britannica. That's why they stopped making Britannica. You know how thick those book was.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I
look,
still got it set.
yeah, you got to look. That's gonna be the book of Eli. That's what I'm telling you. It's gonna be those meaning of words that's in there. But we gonna be in a society where you gotta have it on your phone. Nah, I mean it's good to have it in your phone, but it's better to have it in front of you. Because if that power go out, all you need is sunlight. You can go sit in the
Uh-huh.
sun and read at nighttime. And then you go sit your little self down in the dark. And whatever happens, happens. But you better off knowing that sun gonna rise the next day and you could continue to read. But like you said earlier, we live in these microwave societies. I need it now. I need it now. I need it now. Patience is dying. Common sense ain't common. Chivalry is dead. All of these things are dying because they want it now. They want fast pace. They want all of these things. Slow and steady wins the race, and it don't mean nothing to nobody no more. They want it now. The tortoise is always gonna win because by the time that rabbit gets tired and stop, he gonna sleep for 3 days, and the tortoise is gonna slowly but surely cross the finish line and win the race. And nobody understands that part.
Nope. Young Riaz, what up, young brother? Appreciate you.
It's
Oh, I
just
want to go back
amazing.
to something I asked Skiro said earlier. Did you see where she said the UK was sending over money and they live in our food pantries? Yeah, hold on.
I'm not surprised
Oh,
about
is it
that.
that? No, that's not that one.
No.
Oh, here it go right here. Man, we'll have to go on Rumble. I can't say it on here, but it's something with them red, white, and blue flags. Like that, I want y'all look. I can say this much, right? Um, I don't know if I can say that, but if you understand, go get a Black Law Dictionary. They're expensive as hell. It's probably like $400 or $500, but I promise you it's worth it because you'll understand that the District of Columbia, right? There's a reason it's called the District of Columbia.
Right.
There's a reason it's the capital of the United States. There's a reason your dollar says debt note, right? And it's not backed by, that's the currency is backed off by debt. Think about what I'm saying. Debt note. The currency on the back of your bills, it says debt note. This is a legal tender of debt. It's not backed by gold. It's backed by debt. Like this is this simple conversation I be having with people, and they be looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. No, what? Who the fuck is in debt? You can constantly. How do they keep printing money? Because we're in fucking debt, and that's why they can print all the money. The more debt we in. What is that telling you, bro? This is bro. Like man, sheep go stay sleep. Like that right there. If that don't, if that goes over people's head, it's because you don't care. But there's only one way you can constantly print legal tenders of debt. If you have an amount of debt that you can tap into, guess what? We will always have this debt. It's not designed for you not to be in debt. I don't know if I can say that. Can I say that? Okay, because I didn't say that particularly.
I was about to say, how many people in the chat?
We got 9 in the chat. Papa Will, what up, though?
Now 9 people. I can't see the chat, right? I'm not in the chat. Let me ask y'all a question, and I'm gonna ask this very kindly, right? Everybody had a credit. I'm a presume that everybody had a credit card, right? Let me ask you a question. When you max that credit card out, right? What happens next? Do you get another credit card offer? If you do, put a 1 up there, right? Put a 1 in the chat. I can't see anything, right? So when you max out that credit card and you get another one, right? It already telling them that you like to spend money. So when you like to spend money, they're going to give you all the money in the world because 9 times out of 10, y'all want to hurry up and pay that back. So they're gonna automatically presume, because I don't want to say assume. Y'all know what assume means for a lot of people. So they presume that you're gonna want to pay it back, and since you want to pay it back, they're gonna get their money back. But instead of you paying that back, you should have been using it to improve yourself in assets, right? Don't put it in the bank. Don't put it in your clothes. Don't put it in your car. Improve your wealth. That's what debt do. Debt improves your wealth. If you buy a house, don't you think they're gonna give you a car because you bought a house? All of these things mean something. I promise you, soon as you pay off that car payment, hey, listen, this high brand bank is gonna give you another $30,000 to go ahead and buy another car. That is what makes you improve yourself. That's what we need to understand. That's why sometimes, I know we shout out Lisa J and Prez, but y'all gotta look at their channel too, because they telling y'all debt is gonna improve y'all as well in one shape, form, or fashion. Y'all got
my bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, you good, bro. But I'm gonna tell y'all some sauce, and they gonna get me for this one. So I might put this on private after that. But you can become your own bank. You know, do you know what banks make their money off of? Interest. These credit card, everybody make their money off interest. Imagine if you can pay yourself back. Y'all ever heard of a trust? Go get a trust, man. Go get a trust. Bro, I'm gonna give y'all some sauce. Listen to what I'm saying. Go get a trust. Go get you some life insurance policy, some universals, right? It's gonna take time for it to build up if you do it now, but when it build up, I promise you, because when you can borrow from yourself and you pay yourself back, it hit different. You're not gonna deny yourself a loan. So if you need to go buy a car, imagine if you can imagine if you want a new car. Instead of going to the bank or the credit union, you go to your trust, you get the money out. Now the monthly payments, you gotta pay it back, but you're paying yourself. You're paying yourself. I'm gonna say something else, but there's two more ways you can do that. One, I'll tell you this: an EIN number. Y'all gonna have to decipher this one. I'm gonna say it as plain as I can possibly say it. An EIN number is 9 numbers. Your social security number is 9 numbers. You can go LLC your name, bro. You can go LLC your name.
Yep.
You can go. Now imagine. I don't even know if I can say that, but imagine if you you go get a loan or do anything. No, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so if you get a bill, you got to put your name down and you got to put that 9-digit number down. But remember, I just told you can go LLC your name, and when you do it, you get an EIN number. So now you're building credit, right? As a corporation instead of as a person. I ain't put nothing in my name, bro. Straight. Because business can be dissolved. LLC is a limited liability company. You see what I'm saying? So that can take a hit, but if I take a personal hit, that's gonna put me back further. This is bro, man. It's so much game I'll be wanting to spit.
I'm gonna just start putting it on a video, man. I'm gonna put it on a community wall, cause like I keep telling people, I can't. Y'all not gonna read, so I got to put it in video format for a lot of people, right? Like you just said, right? So here's the thing, right? If you get an LLC, you can own the car. The business own the car. It ain't affecting you at all. That's just a business law. If you have your own car, they tell you how to put it so you can't lose your car. There's game that needs to be spit. That's game that being spit, and nobody's listening. Y'all go ahead and invest in your IUL. For you guys that have teenage kids, please don't put your kids out. Set them up early. They tell you all the time, if you allow your kid to work, I know it's different in the big states up north, the mid Atlantic and all of that. For those of you that's down south, allow your kid to work. Tell your kid to put $300 in an IUL every month. By the time they get to be 45, 50, 55, 60, they're going to have enough money to where they can say, you know what? I'm the bank. This is what Word is trying to tell y'all.
Get
this
your
is
kids,
what he's telling y'all.
bro.
Don't
get them a life insurance policy now.
Yeah, get it
when
right
they
now.
18, give them a trust. I promise you, they won't. Man, look, I got the game. Look. Hey, Pop, check this out. Now let me tell you some more game on that. Pop said EIN is an employee identification number. When you get a business, to create a business account, you need an EIN. The EIN is it stands for employee identification, but it's for the structure of the business. Pop got a business, you know what I'm talking about. Now, Pop, since I know you know what I'm talking about, can you or can you not put a light bill under your business? Can you put a cable bill under your business? Can you put that card under your business? You start off with the light bill, you build business credit. You go get that car, and like you said, Gary, it's not in your name, it's in the business name. Since it's been in the business name, guess what you get also? You get tax breaks. So shit you paying for becomes a business expense. The things that we pay for becomes a business expense. So guess what happens? And you think we ain't doing this, but there's other people doing it. But people don't want to fuck with me.
Yeah, but it comes to, see, and that's what I'm saying. Because of this microwave society, they don't have the patience anymore. They don't have the patience to say, you know what, let me put this car in the business name, and let me write this $40,000 off or this $20,000 off. You get to, I think, well, if memory serves me correct, I think you can get up to $60,000 off for a car. Who don't want $60,000 back? I'm just saying.
Gas becomes a business expense.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you do becomes a business expense. It's a business vehicle, bro. I'm telling you.
Don't even, yeah, they don't even care. You wouldn't care if a barrel was $200. Go ahead. Let me live. I'm moving to California now just because I know I'm getting half of it back.
Man, it's
how you everybody live in California? They're getting half of it back. Well, them Hollywood people getting half of it back. I'm just saying, we gotta understand these numbers are for a reason. They just not just for astronomy. It's for everyday living. Astronomy is for everyday living too. But because we're not even looking at that and saying, you know what, me and Word talk about 33 all the time. We are putting that into display each and every day. Right? If y'all don't know what that is, y'all go back and look at Tay's videos. She got a whole bunch of them that talks about these numbers. Replay it. But the fact is that numbers is a part of life. We gotta use every number possible. If you got, we just can't look at a dollar sign with a number. Numbers are a part of every stretch of life. 3 is important. 6 is important. 7 is important. 9 is important. Shout out to the 9. Y'all gotta understand what these numbers mean. There's videos. If not for a word, it's in the 9%. Y'all go ahead and look these numbers up. They telling y'all what the numbers is.
Y'all go check out Tay Eats. I don't know if she got it in the playlist, but she covered first life path. But when she come back, oh, please believe it. Hey, baby girl on some shit. I can't wait till she come back. I'm thinking, man, like she about to be spitting
it's
some
so
game.
crazy because Word, I think one of the last lives she did, I swear I was talking to her, so I think we was having a private conversation on the live. She's like, I don't know what's going on with the manifestation, this and this. I said, Tay, do me a favor, walk around the park. When you turn this live off, walk around the park, stand there in the nature, let it all talk to you, and then take a sabbatical. I'm not saying that that's what she did, but I know one thing. When she come back, her engines are going to be so much on fire. The growth is going to be seen. That's why I'm proud of Anti. Anti, she started with, she started shy. Now baby going to be famous. Y'all got to understand, man, we are all here to help each other. We are here to help one another. We're not just supporting. This is why words say, don't just support somebody just because they supported you. Gain something from the situation. gain something from that person. If you're gonna follow people because you are gaining something. You are improving. We're not here to change for the worse. We're here to improve for the better. You can't improve for the worse. That's why I improve. That's what we're here for. Yes, our numbers ain't be going up, but guess what can be going up? The person that's listening right now, they could be gaining, they could be going up, they could be increasing. Your overflow could be starting right now just because you are just listening to certain things that's being said. If not on this live or on a replay, on somebody's replay, we are here to help one another. We're not a hindrance, we're a help. And if y'all think we're not helping y'all, please unsubscribe. Please fall back. Because there's people that genuinely want to do this to help people, to uplift people. This is not a very good paying job. But because a lot of us have an abundance, we continue to do so. And it's not a financial abundance. For those of y'all that don't understand what abundance is, we ain't talking about that type of abundance. We talking about the abundance of somebody gaining abundance of peace, encouragement, upliftment, all of those things. That's why I do what I do. That's why, when the girls ain't here, I'll jump up here with word. Because at the end of the day, I know he getting tired. This is not something that we're meant to do. No man is an island. So we gotta understand, each one teach one. A helpmate is a helpmate. I'm just a sub right now because the ladies is not here. Y'all understand? But would you love somebody to that aspect? Not that crazy no homo nonsense that y'all be talking about in real life. Love is genuine. When you have that love for somebody, you're going to do what you can to help them improve themselves. That's why the word is still here. I'm good.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. And just being observant and saying that, like I said, like you said earlier, bro, we got to encourage one another. And I am, bro. I get, just life ain't easy. I come on here and but I'm always, transparent. I got struggles, every day. I fight, but I'm a fighter, bro, and I enjoy it. Like, that's what I'm here to do, is to be an example. I know that's one of the main reasons I'm here, is to be an example. And I appreciate you being that example. You ain't no sub, bro. We appreciate you. We really, truly do. You are a beacon. You're not even a beacon, bro. You a fucking flame. You a sun, another sun coming into the orbit of more suns, and we appreciate you. Because you light up all of it. Everybody in the nine. Only speak highly of you, and it's genuine, bro. You get people who come through, come and go. But you can feel it, bro. It's a feeling. I'm very in tune with feeling. I know when things are, I say reasons and seasons, but sometimes the reasons, like when people think of reason, that reason can be internal. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long. But seasons, people come when it's hot. Like, people stay up north when it's hot. When they get cold up north, they go down to the south. So, people like that on here. When it's hot,
That's crazy. I ain't no damn bird.
But that's how I be, bro.
Out here. Yeah, I got you. I'm just saying. But that's the thing, right? That's one thing about us, right? We got to understand that, we are above certain entities in life, right? That's why we're above the animals. The animals can be close to nature. We can be as close to nature as they can. We just gotta in tune ourselves for it, right? If y'all see somebody going through something, man, don't just look at them sideways, man. Hey, you good? All right, cool. All right, I tried to help. I do that. That may uplift you as well as that individual. We got to understand, man, each one teach one. This is what the man is trying to tell y'all each and every day. Now the man feeling Nah, we ain't gonna let the word burn out. We ain't gonna let you burn out. You go ahead and take your break. If you need to take your break, take your break. It's okay to be selfish with yourself. You can't pour fumes. You have to refuel yourself. If that means sitting there playing with the kids for a whole week, they gonna give you the energy because you're gonna be like, wait a minute, y'all doing too much now. I need some adult conversation. Let me push live and talk. Hey y'all, I'm back, y'all. I can't do it no more. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. We gotta be there for each other, right? It doesn't matter if you in the 9%. The goal is to be 100% of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we
Hey,
need to understand.
hey, Godspell. Hey, are you in Michigan, bro? Are you in the D? I keep meaning to ask him that. I be catching your lives, bro. I'll be with the kids, so I don't be typing in the chat. But for some reason, I feel like he in Detroit, and that's dope. My man be spitting game too. He be spitting game. Hey, Pop, you know I appreciate you, man. That's why I keep coming back because just give me the few, the mighty, you know. But we want to grow. That's our intention. We want to make noise, you know. We want people, um, the right people though. And when I say make noise, I ain't talking about no crazy stuff. I'm talking about we want to be impactful, you know. We want to bring like-minded people because look, man, is to get the better we are individually, the better we are collectively. That's the root, right? You know, but when we come together, we can actually create and do stuff. We can support stuff. It broke my heart um, that we had a little community here in Detroit, you know, where we all networked, bro. You know, we all did different things and we networked and we was all growing within one another, giving each other's referrals to other people, you know. You come to me for this, but my people do this. It felt so good. And two people messed that up. You know what I'm saying? We was actually building something, but you know, two people messed that up and everything fell apart. And I'm looking like, was it really? And I wasn't an intricate part of it. I had just joined. But for like a whole year, you know, my business was banging. I was connecting with people. Then we tried to start it back up, but these people didn't like that. And I'm looking like, bro, that ain't what it's about. Like, it's about, look what we was accomplishing. And it's like, and then I looked at it like some people just don't want to be successful. Some people, they don't know how to handle it. Like once they get it, either they abuse it, it go to their head, or they compromise it. You know. So, but I know I can do it because I'm doing it now. We're doing it now, just within the 9. You know, rough start. You know, we all had personal issues that we overcoming, but we here supporting one another. It might not be on YouTube, but everybody in the 9 is good, like because we support one another. It's not just on here; it's really off here. You know, if I'm having a bad day, I can call somebody in the 9. If they having a bad day, they can call me. You know, we support, we help one another. We got each other back with the shows. You know, is a process, but when you have like we always talk about support systems, right? This is what I try to tell people. Stop classifying things as bad because you have a bad experience. Groups aren't bad. To have a support system is in times of need, having support. You're going to need people. That's a group. To get with the right people. That's what the key and it take work to identify it. That's why we talking about behaviors. That's why we talking about personalities. That's why I'm talking about all this stuff. So we can identify the right people and the wrong people for us. You know, just the wrong people for us. That don't mean they bad people. That just mean they not for us. You know, the right people for us. They might not come all squeaky and clean. So what? They're the right people for us.
Come as you are. That's what we're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do. We're supposed to come as we are, right? Now, here's the funny thing. This is how backward we are in today's society, right? We will treat the abuser better than the one that is trying to help the abused.
Mm.
How is that even like how that's how systematically our mind frame is destroyed. If you want that's I'm not trying to be funny with this example. Please don't go that route. Please don't take it that route, right? It's a reason why a person that leaves an abusive relationship will try to cling on to said a relationship instead of looking at that person that's trying to save them. Oh, you must want something in return. I may just want you to be healed. You might just want to go back to the abusive situation because that's all you know. I want you to be healed, but you want to go back there. So you will treat me worse than the person that you just fled from. That's how bad the society is. That's how bad our mind frame is. We need to fix that. Like, I get it. Y'all don't want to have those professional conversations. You may not have the money, right? That's why you got to look for those individuals, dare I say, on this platform that will allow you to speak your piece and allow you to answer your questions so that way you decide which way to go. If you ask me, okay, I need to run, I'm going to say, okay, so which way do you want to run? When you answer your question, you're going to follow your own direction. If it works for you, it works. If it doesn't, that was your decision. All I want to be is I'm going to just be the ear. I'm going to lend you the ear. I'm going to give you the shoulder to cry on. I have no problem doing that. That's why I always tell anybody, if I'm the last person on the planet Earth and you feel like you need to holler, I'm here for you. It may not mean something to everybody. I know it's going to mean something for one person. And that one person can make that testimony however they want to make it.
And you know the crazy thing, bro, listening to you just say that, I mean, just, me rocking with you these last couple months, I know that's genuine. Like, you are a person, like, I can just reach out to you, so I know you mean that. But it's people like you people avoid. You know why they avoid? Because they know change is gonna come. Well, I ain't gonna say change, but because I know you don't like that word, just like I don't
No,
like
I
that
got
word.
you. No,
But
that's
when they
fine.
to deal with a person like you, improvement has to is go come. Is I'm not go sit here and, like, you're not gonna sit here and let me beat myself down. You're not gonna sit here and down me. You ain't gonna let me do it, and you ain't gonna do it. You go speak me up. You go motivate me. You go push me to go do something great. People don't want that. People want to bitch and complain and cry and moan and say the woe is woe. Like, my wife, she keep, like, it annoys me. I'm gonna tell you something. My wife, I told her, don't tell her, y'all. She ain't gonna watch it this far into the show. It's something that she does that annoys the shit out of me. Every day, at least 6, 7 times a day, she tell me how strong I am. I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, with everything you going through, you just get up and you just do things. She said, I'll be forgetting you can't see sometimes because you just move and you don't complain, you don't do this. I'm like, that shit don't do nothing. Like, it's normal. Like, it annoys me because I'm just living life. But her perception is like, damn, he going through all this. She got people in her life that's going through things, and she look at him like, my husband don't complain, and you ain't going through half of what. And I say, you can't tell him that. She said, this is the shit I'm talking about. She say, you fucked up. You don't complain about it. They going through some bullshit, and you telling me that what they going through might be, no, I can see what they going through. She said, that's what I'm talking about. Why are you like this? Why do you do this? And I'm like, what is you talking about? So, but it's like, I have no other option, bro. I don't see it as significant, but hearing other people and accepting their perception, I don't want to, because if I do, then I'm gonna look at people different. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I accept it, I appreciate it, but I hear it and I appreciate it, but I can't accept it because accepting that means that people, they're not trying. And if I look at them like that, I won't try neither. I won't try to help them. I'd like to have hope. I like to be naive at something. I'm one of them people who know you can't save the world, but I want to try to at least help or do something. And maybe I will. Maybe it's something I say that'll click in everybody's brain. Maybe I'll find some magic word and reset everybody. And everybody just start loving each other and doing the right shit. I don't know. You never know. I'm one of them people, bro. Oh,
Yeah, and
man.
that's the thing. That's the thing about you, right? It'd be so crazy because we'll have me and you will have a disagreement on one word, but we'll be saying the same thing at the same time, right? For example, we had a while ago. I tell them to meet them where you at. Word, meet them where they at, and you're like, I ain't doing that. I ain't got the energy to do that. So then I said, word, not meet them literally where they at, but give them something, give them a trinket, and you'll reach them. You'll still meet them where they at. And he's like, now I understand what you're saying. Because sometimes we gotta bounce things off of one another. And in order for it to bounce, you gotta be attentive. You gotta be willing to receive the ball that's gonna bounce off. If you're not willing to receive it, you're gonna be stuck. This is why I tell people, stop being grown. A grown person can't grow. If you don't understand what that means, that simply means as long as you grown, you could never grow. Somebody said you can't teach an old dog new trick. Guess what? If that dog is willing to move, he's gonna learn how to use those legs again. So that's a new trick
Mhm.
for the dog. You understand? There's people that's not willing to give up on themselves. You're one of them people. I'm one of them people like that too, but I'm also not willing to give up on people as a whole. So yeah, I'm gonna be that person that's gonna say, you know what? If you need me, I'm here. All of those things. I'm not gonna let you abuse the kindness. I will shut it down, but you got to give me a reason to shut it down. If I see bullshit coming down the street, I'm not. I'm not gonna go with it. But when you genuinely care, when you genuinely need the assistance, I am more than happy to be there for a person. And that's what we need as a tribe. I almost said community. Tribe. We gotta be like that for the tribe, right? You gotta be that way. If you don't be that way, numbers are gonna start dwindling. They're gonna be people running out in the mist, not being able to see nothing. They're gonna think they see water, they're gonna be drinking sand. They're gonna see a mirage out there. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. The grass could be fake. The grass could be fake. It's still green, but it ain't greener than the real grass. Y'all gotta understand what's being said here. Nobody's trying to talk subliminal. We're trying to tell y'all, just be attentive, open your eyes, open your ears, be
Mhm.
in tune with what's going on around you. If you can't get nothing from here, I don't think you can get nothing from anywhere else.
I appreciate Pops and Commander in the chat. Bro, I didn't even know it was 3 o'clock.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
not
go to
gonna,
bed, man.
yeah, I got a client in the morning. And I got a dentist appointment. Well, I ain't get into the afternoon, but I do got a client in the morning. And it's a new client, so I gotta do an intake. It's not an actual session. So that's dope. I love new people. Um, so I don't even know technically if it's a client yet. I'll be turning people down, bro. I'll be wanting their money, but it's like, bro, this ain't what I don't do all that.
Well, you only turn them down if they trying to change. If they ain't trying to improve, you got to turn them down. That's
Yeah,
how that goes.
some people need, work in the past. That's the best way I can say it. I only deal with the present. You know, I can help you get where you're going, but I can't pull you out of a dark room. That's not my
Well, they
job.
gotta,
That's not my occupation. You need a
yeah.
therapist or a counselor. So I don't even. I ain't one of them people who take advantage of people. And I live by, even though it's not licensed, like you don't even need a certificate to be a life coach, but it's a code of ethic. And, we have those things for a reason. So I enjoy structure as long as it makes sense, and I believe that, like for me, coaching, just do my job. My job is to help people reach the next level. Like me being a counselor, helping people with their past or traumas. That's not what I do. Can I do it? Yeah, I know I can do it because I do it and don't get paid for it. But as an occupation, as my business, no, I don't do that. So I don't take people money. But yeah, it's heavy, but I do get clients, who just vent, and that's kind of dope. People funny, man. It'd be so funny. People just want to cuss, and but creating a space for that so they can do it, non-judgmental. I'm like, shit. I wish I do it anyway. I do it with my wife. But I know the benefits in it. To be able to express yourself unapologetically. Because sometimes you feel and think something, then when you say it out loud, you realize like it ain't even that serious. So that's what
Right.
happens. They just need to say it sometimes. But, giving them a safe space to do that. So if y'all need, I'm gonna be honest with you. For 30 minutes, it's $25, but you'll feel so relieved. But I do create a safe space for that. Y'all see, I don't talk about clients on here. I do have a disclosure form. I'm very professional. Um, but yeah, I create safe space for people to do that. Um,
I'm doing that right
I'm,
now.
I'm a life coach, Askiro. I like to call myself a reality coach, but yeah, I'm a life coach. My two niches are spirituality and relationships, but I have no spiritual clients. I haven't had one yet. But I had a couple couples, and I got a couple. It is at one point it was 6 and 6. I had 12 clients. 6 of them was for relationships. 6 of them was for just general life coaching, just developing in different aspects of life. Um, but yeah, I love relationship coaching. That'd be fire, man. But it'd be mind boggling because like just seeing how different couples interact. I learn a lot as I'm coaching. So that's the beautiful thing. And yeah, the past comes. The past comes back, and sometimes it be something. We'd be having. I got different exercises I do with people because you have to identify different things, right? So I'm gonna just create an example in my head, right? I don't want to use any clients, because a couple of my clients actually listen to the show. None of them been in the chat, but I know 2 of them for sure listen to the show. But just a general, just so say if I want to, okay, I want to develop leadership skills. Okay, so one of the exercises I do is identification, right? Let's identify what do you think a leader is. I don't tell people anything. I guide them so they can understand. So I have them write down, and it's always important for people to write, not just tell you, because when people write, they look at it, right? This is, I guess I'm explaining the psychology I use to. But when people write, they tend to look at it, and a lot of times they look at it like, "Well, I didn't mean that," or you know. So I tell them to write down what makes a good leader, um, and then I tell them to write down what do you feel you're lacking because you came to me to be a leader. So what do you think you're lacking? So I'm having them identify their perspective of what a leader is. And then I'm having them identify what they think they're missing. Because if you come to me to develop into it, that means you missing something. But sometimes people don't truly understand what they have and what they don't. So after they do that, I tell them write down 3 to 5 things that's strong, um, like qualities or attributes about yourself, and then give me 3 to 5 things that you think not, and then we compare and contrast. Well, do these strengths translate over to being a good leader? Because sometimes you may have all the tools to be a good leader, you just don't know how to put them together. I can help you with that. Maybe it's something that you need to develop. I can help you with that. And then it gives me perspective to see how a person look at themselves. And then creating that space where people can be honest with themselves. Because a lot of times we're not honest with ourselves when we describing ourselves. Like I'm not about to sit here and tell you all the bad things about me. I'll tell you all the good things about me. You know, um, People when you meet people, you interact with people. Ain't nobody will tell you what they need to work on or what they lack at or what their weaknesses are. So you have to create an environment where people feel comfortable and okay. So and then once they see that, then a lot of times they understand why they are like that or why they think like that. And sometimes if it ain't like deep trauma, I can help you with that. But if it's deep trauma, then you will have to go talk to somebody to fix that and then come back. Frankie Blanco, what up, my brother?
Yeah, like you said, you got to build that comfort zone. Ain't nobody just gonna come out and say, "Hey, I've been assaulted. Hey, I've been to prison. Hey, I'm a thief." Ain't nobody comfortable like that. You gotta build that zone. If you don't build that zone, you just talking. They gonna tell you anything.
Antisocial in the building. What up, sis? Riders for life.
What
What
is
up,
up,
though?
nine? What's up, nine? Hey, Gary.
Hey,
Man, y'all been going hard. I've been at work listening to y'all. I just got off and I'm about to go home and play my game. But I had to come up here real quick and say, hey.
What up, though? Hey, y'all make sure y'all get over there to Antisocial Gaming. Go support sis over there, too. Sometimes the one eye, what do I call myself? The one eye gamer? Yeah,
The one
sometimes.
eye gamer.
Yeah, sometimes the one eye gamer. I got a gaming channel, y'all. The one I only play
Right.
mobile
He do
games.
a special appearance on the
Yeah,
gaming channel.
and check this out. I can't even see on the phone. Like I be. You got to go over and watch. But we be having fun over there, Gary, bro. She was. I'm
I'm
on the
about to
phone.
tag you in the ones you're in so they can go see. I'm about to
I
tag
seen it.
you in.
I seen a couple. You had to get on the You had to get on a motorcycle with her, and then you had to get on a.
Uh-huh.
I was
and
Me
there.
and the nine be rolling. You see
and
me
I be like, stay here, don't
rolling.
move.
Hey,
She'll go out and take out like three people. Like, okay, it's safe, and I still be walking the wrong way. Like, I don't know where these people at. She be like, they're over there. I'm like, over there, where is a dot? I can't see the dot. The dot too little.
I'll
I
be
could
like,
just see,
come here. He be like,
bro.
where? He just
And
I
then
can barely
anti.
see the
Listen,
man.
this is anti. Move number 4 to the right. Number 4. You know what I found out? I found. I found out that anti. She don't think I know, but she's building her leadership role up. She think I don't see it in the gaming channel, but I see it. But I ain't gonna say nothing because I ain't trying to
right.
start no friction between her and the
I'm trying to take the
president.
supervisor for Gary. Since word done been demoted, I'm trying to swing on in that spot.
Hey, it's yours. You can have it. I'm chilling in the doghouse. I done got comfortable like Snoopy. I ain't even trying to. I made my final push, and Tay said never. So I said okay. I said okay. Let me go ahead and go
The
on
VP
Amazon and
role
order
is
this
the
memory
VP
foam
role is
bed.
available. Vice president,
as
go
y'all
get it.
can see, as y'all can see, according to word gaming skills, he don't listen.
Nah, I can't
Go
get right.
right, go
I
left.
should
He like,
I should have named myself "Just Can't Get Right Game." Poor little Tink Tink. That's what I should have named myself. Poor little Tink Tink.
it be so funny watching word. Y'all I be cracking up, boy. I be cracking up.
I was
He's like,
playing that
yo, I'm
new
supposed to be
game.
standing still.
You said, huh?
I said, you was that one time. I'm supposed to be standing still. Let's move it toward the stairs. I'm like, wait, where you
Yeah,
going? Where?
bro. Man, I think because I got an iPhone 13. I'm back a couple years, but my kids dropped my phone, so my screen protector kind of cracked. And then I got kids, so they always touching my phone. So sometimes, as soon as I get to playing the game, I didn't touch this part of the phone, so I don't know it's sticky. So I done moved the thing up, and it's sticking. And I'm like, hold on, how is it? Like, why is it moving? Like my phone going crazy. So yeah, man, it be, and then like my daughter be laying on me. It'd be so much stuff going on. I'd be trying to play, and as soon as I turn my head, I get shot. Like, God damn it! Like, yeah. So
Yeah,
it just be
it
fun.
be
It
so
just be fun.
funny.
Yeah, Anti don't get too
I
mad when
watched a
she playing with
gamer
me.
this year that's funnier than you, and we got professional gamers on, on that side, and you are the one. I, I need you to go live so I can laugh, please.
Man, if you see me playing this Warframe, bro, these people was cussing me out. I'm like, they was like, "Why you running so slow?" Because I'm like, I don't know where the hell I'm going. But they was rolling.
Wait,
And
so is
they
this
was like,
called Warframe? Is it
"Yeah,
Call of
it's called
Duty Warframe?
no, it's called Warframe. It's like a you can shoot. It's like a RPG game. It's fun. I had it on PlayStation. And when I
I'm gonna
seen it on,
download it.
yeah, I can walk you. Well, I ain't that good, but I can walk you through. I got a strong Warframe that can help you level up a little bit. But man, that game is like when I played it on PlayStation. That game is addictive. It's been out for a while, for a long time, and I was hoping I
Yeah,
can
right
sync
here.
my
It's on the phone. I'm finna download it. Cause
and
y'all
if I
know I'm a gamer first, y'all.
man, if you play now, I play that online, but man, these dudes was I was like, bro, I can't see. They was like, put the light on your screen. I said, no, I only got one eye. And this dude was like, and you playing the game? He was like, well, just put the one eye on the screen. I'm like, bro, the one eye is barely working. He said, I can tell because you barely moving. I was
And they told me,
like, they was
well,
like,
that's
come on,
my kind
blind
of
bandit.
game.
But they was cool though, because they walked me through like 4 or 5 boards, bro. I was like, thank y'all for helping me level up. And the dude was like, look, man, once you said you was blind, he said I felt bad, so I had to, help you out a little bit. He said, if you ever need some help, I can and I'm like, so you giving me sympathy because I'm legally blind? He was like, is it wrong? I'm like,
Oh
no, it's not
wow.
wrong. It's not. Thank you. Yeah, just keep walking me through. Keep walking me through. So you see how you meet people hey man, I'm just me, man. And like I always do that, bro. People just
Hey,
there's
Frugal
some good people out there.
Mama.
Frugal, what up though? So yeah. So
Yeah.
we will be yeah, so I got the gaming channel. I switched the coaching channel until I get all my coaching stuff solidified.
Yeah, we
But
got
I'm
to
gonna be
get you
putting
on
that
the gaming, man. I'm telling you that's a whole nother side of YouTube that people,
you know how much people
that's an effortless side of YouTube
look,
too,
I
though.
know people have made money off of me playing the game with them. Like people, I
Wow.
didn't know. Look, before I knew, I'm talking about in 2016. Like, hold on, no, it started in 17, 18, and 19 playing that 2K. It's big. You Duke Dennis. I used to play you. I used to play 2K. If you go back and look at his old video, I think I'm on a couple agent videos, but there's a couple other small YouTubers. One of them don't even play no more, but he streamed on Facebook too. That's where he made his money at. But I didn't even know I was being recorded. I'm just playing the
Yeah.
game, talking shit with him. I'm just talking shit like that. Like I can like how we talk all the time, man. I do that. You
Right.
hear how I talk to my wife. I fuck with her all the time. I be doing that
Hmm.
on the game, and people just be cracking up. And one day, the dude was like, "Man, we got 3,000 people in the stream. Keep talking." I'm like, "What?" Because I was about to get off.
Ah,
I was about to get off. I'm like, "What the hell is a stream?" So they got me for 30 minutes because I don't know. They called me old head too. Because I was like
damn.
in my 30s and they were like in their early 20s. But I was cool. They can call me old head. I'm like, shit, I'm happy I got old. But they be like, damn, old head, you don't know what a stream is? I'm like, what the fuck is you streaming? Is this illegal? Like, they was cracking up. I'm like, are we
Are we
pirating
on the black
something?
market? What's
Yeah, like what the hell is streaming? Only streaming I know is when you, bro, they was crying. I'm like, only streaming I know is when we jailbreak a fire stick. Ain't that illegal streaming? Is that we playing a legal game? Like, hold on, man, y'all got me linked to some illegal shit. Like, man, I got kids. Like, hold on, what is you doing, bro? Man, they was crying. They was.
they on
I was
YouTube.
serious though. I'm like, I don't know what the hell streaming is. I'm thinking like where was they? Like, oh no, everybody over the world can see you. I'm like, what the hell? I ain't even got no camera. I'm like, I'm looking like, hold on, let me turn this shit off. Like, what's going on? Like, y'all done delete. They was crying. They was like, bro, just play the game and keep talking. I'm like, hold on, man. I'm trying to see what the hell going on. I ain't know nothing about that.
Right.
And even after that, I still didn't know. I still didn't know what the hell they was talking about till like a year later. And then the dude sent me the link. And I'm watching it as I'm playing it. And I'm like, oh, man, this is what y'all doing? I'm like, y'all weird. Ain't this little kid stuff? Like, I didn't know you can make money like that. And then
well, I'm finna drop downward because I'm at home. I'm probably gonna go live until Twin get up in the morning because I'm off, dog.
yeah, I'm down. All right, I'll pop over there in a minute. You know, I'm about to do my thing, take a shower, and I gotta go to sleep though tonight. So
shit. Okay, well if you do, I'm gonna be up playing the game. So
all right, yeah, let me get my. All right, you know we be black people. We be saying, y'all know we black. We be saying bye for an hour and a half. Middle Eastern's worse. They be taking like 2 hours. You know, my wife, her and her family, they be at the door saying bye. I'd be like, hold on. I'd be sitting in the car like, hold on, man. You been at the door for an hour. What's going on? And let me come back in and get comfortable because it's gonna take y'all another hour. So, but I appreciate everybody come rocking out. I appreciate it, man. Y'all gave your boy hope. Gary, brother, I appreciate you as always. You know, I'm taking your advice. I'm taking breaks, but you know, I gotta come on because it's people who do appreciate, and that's what I'm focusing on.
I mean, you just ain't gotta. You don't gotta be. As long as you don't turn your consistency into inconsistency, that's the point. I mean, if you go like a week, that's cool. If you go, don't go like months at a time. A week, that's fine. You refueling yourself. You know, you might pop up and have a little advice. Hey, there you go. All right, cool. You good? I'm good. Everybody good. But you know, it's just okay to be selfish with yourself. That's how we're gonna end. That's how we're gonna end the stream. Take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, only you know how far you can go. You know your limits.
Yeah. Well, y'all know what we always say. Care about how you feel. These are the conversations to build nations. Go check out my brother Gary Busted Down Brown. When you get over there, hit that little bell. That way, when he go live, we can get live with him. Make sure y'all check out Antisocial Gaming. Check out everybody in the chat. Y'all can hit exclamation point. Drop y'all link. Yeah. So I'll be back in full effect. Give me a couple weeks. Let me shake this off. I'll get some other stuff done. But when I come back, we'll have some good conversations. You know, I'm gonna stick to conversations. I'm not gonna try to do too much. But the conversations, it'll be lessons in those. So we'll have conversations about good topics. But yeah, let me just shake some of this off. But yeah, I appreciate everybody. And if I say anything to resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time, we's out. We's out. We out.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second, this life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New